Okay, welcome everybody to Burnadette's Ring, session number 10 into double digits. Before we get into the recap, I thought it's worth mentioning we're just having a little chat about leveling up and so forth. I see I think everyone's level 10 now. There's a few bits of multi-classing going on, which is kind of cool. I'm an advocate for multi-classing. So yeah, that's good to see. And I guess as the game goes by, we can let each other know about what they are. Just a quick recap from last session. We had you guys sort of halfway. I think last session started halfway kind of through an encounter, which ended up being a fight with some fiery lizard men and a dragon. A very small dragon, very young dragon, which was pretty easily defeated. The Moon Tribe, where you were awarded you guys with a magic item, a moon sickle +2. So I'm not sure who ended that up with that in the end, but that's still there to be used if someone would like to do so. Just gonna click this. What else did we do when you guys were there talking with the Moon Tribe afterwards? You got paged, I think, by Ginger from home, suggesting that there had been some kobold ships buzzing around the island and maybe return as quickly as you can, which you guys did. When you got there, you found that some boats had tried to beach at the shore, and they were kind of fought off by the people at Flick, and one of the boats was destroyed and another fled. But it appears that at the same time, some other kobolds had got themselves onto the island, and for some reason had gone and kidnapped Sparrow's little mate, Little Fangface, and got Sparrow all upset. And you guys kind of arrived just as that was all unfolding, and managed to Sparrow kind of took off, and then you guys managed to find him, and had convinced Cotherham to take his boat to Darkhouse, which is where he thinks Little Fangface has been taken. He didn't really want to go there, but you managed to convince him. And you've let Sparrow know that that's going to be the case, and so you kind of are going to make a plan to go to Darkhouse to try and retrieve Little Fangface and help Sparrow out. Now, I think I said at the end of last session that there was maybe like I think I said just under a week until the ritual, which Cotherham let you guys know about, which he thinks is the reason that they took Little Fangface, and that's going to happen at the next new moon. Now, I actually have got a calendar here that I'm running, and I think I said it was just under a week, but it's actually closer to 2 weeks until the next new moon. So you've got a bit more time than what we first thought, but still, yeah, there is a clock running, and you'll have to take a couple of days to get to Darkhouse. And then, execute whatever plan it is that you guys are choosing to, will choose to do. So, I think that's pretty much a good summary of last week, unless anyone's got anything else they wanted to add to that.
No, I'm pretty sure that's everything.
Good. Okay, so that brings us to now, where I think we kind of pretty much left the last session. You guys were at the tavern, having had a bit of a discussion. You invited Cotherham into the town, which he was appreciative of, and yeah, you're at the tavern having a chat. Now, so we'll get started there, I guess. Just one quick reminder: if you can. read out your roles when you make them. If I ask you to make a roll for something, if you can just like say it out loud so it gets on the recording, and I don't have to go back to the Roll20 page all the time to look at how you're going. That'd be good. And other than that, yes, we're here. Now, Cotherham, I think I mentioned last time, he had some drawings and so forth. So he goes to fetch them from the ship to bring back to start talking to you guys. And when he gets back to the tavern, he says, "Oh, it's lucky. Actually, we've got a bit of time because it looks like there's a pretty big storm breaking out there, which we wouldn't want to be sailing in."
Kind of a storm.
Is Catherine are you gonna come with us when we raid the place? Because we're trying to speak up plans here.
I'll be getaway. I'll take you there, and I'll wait there. And when you're ready to leave, I'll leave. But I won't go. I'll stay with the boat. I think that would make sense. So we're ready to go because we need to make a fast getaway once the alarm's raised.
What sort of weaponry does your boat have?
Fishing
not
boats
a
are
huge
probably
amount.
not much.
It's got like a small baluster on there, and I've got a few other little gadgets and things, but they're mainly like, to not. Well, it depends what you're asking for, I guess. It's not enough to assault her.
Like if we need to, if someone's like chasing us and we have to like leg it, can you?
The boat's pretty fast. I've done a few little modifications to it. I feel like it should be able to outrun most standard kobold boats.
The other thing is as well, do we know if Burnadette's there?
Well,
she was with a bunch of kobolds.
But she just hired them, right?
The table in general.
Cotherham agrees with Enrique. He's right. That I think she's just hired them. There's lots of different tribes and groups there, and some are like like these ones that have probably stolen Little Fangface, and he's talking quietly so Sparrow doesn't hear. They're probably like part of the religious fanatics. Whereas a lot of places are when he looks around, not much like different than your homelands. They're just people who need work and want money. And to make a living, so they hire themselves out. I don't think the kobolds that were working with that lady have got anything to do with these ones, to be honest.
Can never be
Didn't
too
you
sure.
say something about different ruling castes or leadership families? Like you said, there were 3 families, I believe. Is there any way we could use that to our advantage?
Didn't you work for one?
I did. I was the chief engineer for a royal family.
Did you leave them on good terms?
No.
Okay.
No, I disagreed with some of these very priests that I believe that may have taken Little Fangface, and when they sold off some of my family members into slavery, I escaped and stole this here boat. So no, not good terms, but the good thing is I've got a boat, and it looks like all their other boats for most intents and purposes, so that should be enough of a cover to be able to at least get us in there.
Okay.
Could we turn one family on the other? Which family would have Little Fangface?
Well, it'd be the priests. They must. The priests worship power, and they will swing to and fro different methods to try and appease powerful beings. So I would suggest that they've got Little Fangface to sacrifice him to appease some powerful being, or even not. It might not even be that this being's asked. They're just going to do it because they think it will appease them. They can be quite mad sometimes and do things for the strangest reasons.
You don't think they're trying to summon? You think they might be trying to summon the enemy that's in all the scribings?
Cotherham's not sure what you're talking about.
I don't think he knows about the tribes.
Okay, so Max will get out all the info and lay out in front of Codrum and be like, does any of this look like familiar to you?
He looks at it and he says, "No, nothing
Only a
there.
cobalt. They don't live very long.
Nothing there that sparks much of a memory in me. But, I would suggest that whatever's in those runes is obviously some sort of powerful creature. I would suspect that this could be something like some powerful warrior or some powerful humanoid. Even another really powerful kobold or a wizard or something like that. The very
Or a
place.
dragon? I'm looking at Karvik.
Yeah, a dragon. It could be a dragon. I don't know that there's been many sightings of dragons around recently, but
Vivek looks back at Mariki and goes, "I didn't do anything."
yeah. So, but in the end, to answer your question, Mariki, about using other families, that's something that possibly could be done, but it would be something that would take probably more time than what we have. I think we need to be, for once, more direct in our approach.
For once.
I'm good just to go and swing in and be a distraction.
Yeah, of course.
And as you're talking, you hear the windows start like shuttering on the tavern a bit, and Sweeney owner and Rixie start like securing the windows, and they say, "Look, if anyone is going to go home, they might want to do so now. That storm's coming in."
I mean, I'm crashing here, so.
Colin looks at me and he goes, "Oh, hope my ship's okay. I guess I can go down and secure it as best as I can."
Where's Lady Swisser?
It's just a storm. I don't think she's going to die.
She'd most likely be at the church.
Will the church be safe in the storm?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably as safe as any other building. Yeah.
Okay.
You could go and like give her cuddles, make sure that she's like feeling okay though.
Mariki will take the hint. Who's going to go to the church? Does anyone want to come with him?
No.
Vivek will
I
go,
feel like you should go alone.
Vivek will
Unless
go
you
as far as-
wanted me to ordain your marriage, I'm not particularly concerned with coming with you.
The only
Vivek,
reason the only reason we'd be coming to the church with you is to cast silence on whatever room you go into.
Didn't prepare that spell for tonight.
Vivek said he'll go with you, Mariki, as far as the church, but I'm going back to the house to check on Nanny and where did I write his name down? And the young'un.
What was his name? His name was
It's with R, doesn't it?
Chet, I think it was. I have to look it up. But yeah, okay. All right, and so you go to open the door, and you see outside, like as soon as you open the door, you can see like the trees are just like swaying back and forth, and there's a few spots of rain, like big, large drops of rain hitting down. And can I just get everyone to make a perception roll, please?
I got a 13.
Okay, Max and Linsa, over the like howling of the wind, you can hear like it sounds like a woman's voice shouting,
I'm not her again.
and you look. Just I didn't actually prepare this very well, so let's just.
There's snuffs when you need him.
And you look outside, and you can see you can see these black clouds like moving really quickly. It's not like it's unnatural or anything like that. It's just like a really nasty storm that's moving, with a fair bit of pace. And you can see like cracks of lightning, and you can hear thunder in the distance and stuff like that. And you can see, I'm just getting this ready here. All right. You guys in the tavern. All right. Let's get you guys on a map like that. Did that work?
Ah,
Stop that. All right. No, was that not worked? Let's check that out. Why is that not loading?
I've got
Oh,
it, Matt.
there we go. It just wasn't loading on the recording, and you can see over, I guess, to the kind of south of the tavern. Issa is there, and she's looking up into the tree, and it looks like she's shouting and like kind of gesturing up towards the tree.
Cat's stuck in the tree.
South
And
of the
you can
tavern.
see up in the tree, Justina's up in the tree, looking like she's like kind of like climbing down. Like it looks like she's climbing up towards something which you can't see.
People that klutzy should not climb.
Sorry, what's that?
People that klutzy should not climb.
Agreed.
Issa seems to be shouting at her to get down, and you can see her climbing up in the tree there, and you can see the trees like swaying back and forth, and it looks like she could be climbing up towards something which you can't really see from where you are. Anyone gonna
Alright,
do
let's
anything?
go. I'll go down.
where are we all going? I just got drinks.
We'll be back.
I have no idea what's going on, but Liliana will be like, I'm more willing to drink everyone's share.
Okay, you
Yeah.
can move down there, and you can see like in the like it's like the rain is really starting to hit now. All your clothes are like blowing, and there's just a gust coming up. You actually have to like use a bit of force to move, and you get up. You can't. You can hear Issa shouting, but it's not until you get up quite close to her there. She's that you can hear her, and she sees you guys, and she goes, Justina, she's look at her. She's up the tree there. She says her broom got stuck up there, and she's trying to get it. Her broom.
She's wearing a
A
dress.
broom.
Her broom. I don't know how it got up there, but get down. She goes, get down, Justina, get down. And she goes, I just have to get my broom. And her foot slips, and she nearly falls, and she keeps on climbing up a bit.
It's a
It's
broom.
It was my mum's broom.
Right.
Oh my
Does
god.
someone else want to do this, or do I have to?
Can I just face step up there? Whatever it's called.
Misty
Thing I
step?
can do.
If
Misty step?
you can do it if
To
you like.
like where the broom is.
Right, or the
Misty step.
yeah. I mean, there's all sticks and stuff around. So does the space have to be empty?
Mm. Unoccupied.
Yeah, no, you
Does that
can't
mean-
get there because there's all like sticks. There's no space big enough for Max to fit into to phase unless you went up above the tree and then fell down into it or something like that.
Not going to be doing that.
How
Don't worry
tall?
about the
how-
broom.
does
I mean,
anyone
the
have
broom
mage
can blow
hand?
away.
And there's a lot of talking going on there. What was that?
Yep.
Okay, one
How
at a
far
time,
up is the
guys.
broom? How far up is the broom?
It looks like it's about 30 feet up the tree.
Could Nara grab the broom?
It's probably a bit big for Nara to grab. It is a large broom, and it looks like you can see it up there, and it looks like it's not. It looks like it's a really well-made broom. Like it looks like it's made of, not just made of wood.
Can
Anyone
Max?
have
mate.
mage hand?
Yes, Snusk does.
I was just gonna say that I've got mage hand, but I might not know what it is yet. So
Well, you guys
try
can't
and
use
use
it. You guys have to use what you want to use.
How high up is Justina? Is she?
About 30 feet up. in this
Oh,
tree.
so she's 30
Oh no,
feet
sorry,
up. as well.
sorry. She's about 20, 25 feet up. She's getting close to it, but she's just having trouble climbing the last little bit. And of course, it's very windy.
Yeah. I step back.
but-
I got this.
I want to
And
try it
Alexi
myself.
just. Oh, okay. Go ahead. If she falls, it's
Because
on
we
you.
might need you anyway. No, I'm not doing anything to her. So I'm gonna.
Can I move under so if she falls, I can grab her, catch her?
Yeah. Have
Uh,
several people prepare to catch her when she falls.
Okay, no worries.
Max is going to start walking back to the pub.
So hang on. Let's do this, right? let's just do this. She's up the tree there. Let's say. You guys position yourself where you're going to stand. So if you want to, you can be underneath her if you want. Yeah, or next wherever you're above. So you can't all be
Ricky is right under her.
I mean, I was just gonna run up and grab her, but you know, we can just wait for her to fall.
I don't want. Would you run up and grab her, and the person with the mage hand can try and fish the broom out of the tree?
Snusk has the mage hand. No one else
just
does.
do.
Oh, you do as well?
Liliana will cast spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
And can I try to attempt to like nudge the broom out of the tree using spiritual weapon?
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and make a hit roll with a disadvantage.
Hit roll at disadvantage. Okay. Where is spiritual weapon? Oh, disadvantage. Okay.
Right, you can't loosen it. Now because of okay, that's all right. So Kaylee, were you going to try something? Can't hear you, Kaylee. Oh,
Yep,
okay.
I was gonna mage hand the broom.
Oh, okay. No. Okay.
Okay, you start trying to mage hand the broom, and that's got like a 5 pound.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't nudge it. It seems to be jammed up in between a few branches quite well.
What about if I try and knock it out with my spiritual weapon? You grab it with your mage hand.
Whatever works.
Liliana will just continue to kind of like knock it with a spiritual weapon.
Okay,
The spiritual weapon will be a literal hammer, and she'll be so like hidden like the tip end, like the stick end.
Yep. Go ahead and make another hit roll.
Disadvantage or?
Oh yes, at disadvantage, yes again. Okay, you manage to knock it, and it falls down a little bit. And it falls down. So has anyone gone up in the tree yet, or is it just or everyone's still standing on the ground looking?
I'm waiting for everyone
Max is
to
heading
sort
back
of
to the pub.
stop dicking around and he's just watching, see what they'll do.
Okay. Okay. So it's fallen down, and you see Justina is like it's kind of like sideways from her, so she starts kind of climbing sideways across to get to it now. Next round, what's everyone going to do?
You guys are doing great. Keep it up.
I'm just standing in case she falls. I'll stay right under her.
The storm is well and truly all around you guys now. It's starting to smash down with rain, thunder, lightning.
Yeah, Max is definitely going back to the pub.
All right.
See if you can grab it with the mage hand again.
You can do another hit roll if you want, Liliana.
That's a natural one. I can't go any lower than that. I smack Alyssa in the face, I think.
Actually, roll again.
Roll the natural one. There's literally no lower I can go.
I would like you to roll again, please.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Can't knock it down. It doesn't knock it down this round. And you see, Justina gets across to it and she grabs it, and then she goes, "Oh!" And you can see like she seems to have got her foot stuck up there. She's she's trying to pull her foot out and it won't move. And she's got one hand on this broom, her foot stuck in the tree.
Liliana just face palms.
Oops, have we lost someone there? I think.
What? No, we're just talking, not interrupting the others.
Okay.
How high does
we lost Max?
Oh, we did lose
top,
Max.
remember?
True.
So, what are you going to do? Anyone going to do anything?
So how high will this spell make me jump, Linda?
It'll make you jump triple your normal jumping height or distance.
What's 3 times 7?
Yeah, 21 feet.
21 feet. Yeah, that'll get me a good ways.
That'll probably get you up to next to Justina and the broom at the moment.
Well, if you guys have finished sticking around, I guess I'll have to go save her.
I'll just step back and bow. Present the tree and Justina to Alexi.
Liana would just throw up her hands in exasperation and walk away.
So put yourself to where you're gonna stand, people.
Mariki's still just right under her. He's going to stay there.
Okay.
Stop looking up, Mariki, you creep.
Okay.
Don't tell
So
Snuff.
what does
Lisa.
Alexi do?
Alexi just like does the 10-foot run up, jumps in the air, grabs onto a branch 21 feet up.
Okay. Up in the tree right next to Justina and her broom. Like, holding on, like the tree's like swaying around everywhere, but it's probably not too much trouble for her.
Well, I just
For
chop
Alexi
down
to
the
hang on.
tree.
Yeah. So fancy
She's,
seeing you here.
I've got my foot. I think I've got my foot stuck.
Yeah, let me get that, and I'll try and get it unstuck.
Okay. And she's at my broom as well.
Yeah, I'll get the broom. Don't worry.
So yeah, without too much trouble, you get her foot unstuck.
And I'll just tell her to hang on as I climb over to get the broom, and then
All right.
climb back down.
Okay. So you get the broom and you start climbing down, and just then you hear this massive crack of lightning, and it comes down, smacks the broom. Make a deck save at disadvantage, Alexi.
What is it? Control to do disadvantage?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. 15.
Okay. You managed to jump out of the way, and you with your deft touch, you can just jump down. But the lightning arcs through the tree. Yeah, Alexi just jumps just as it hits and manages to avoid the shock and from Justina as well. But Kajovic and Mariki make dexterity. No, you guys have to make Constitution saving throws. Okay.
Natural 1. I got a 9.
All right, you guys take 10 lightning damage each as you get zapped from the residual charge as this lightning zapped through the broom, arced to the tree, and then went down to the ground, pretty much harmlessly once it got to the ground. But you guys got zapped.
You're doing right. You don't need to be buried anytime soon.
And yeah, and Alexi's just standing on the ground with Justina, and she's oh, thank you.
That's okay. Sorry about did I get the broom?
Yeah, you did. Yep.
Yep, it's fine.
It's fine. Yeah, just took a bit of a zapping.
Perfect.
She goes, oh, thank you, and she goes, I best get back inside. She goes to run, and she the broom gets tangled in between her legs, and she falls over and does a somersault. And she gets up, all muddy and wet, and runs inside.
Okay,
Liliana mutters to herself, I wonder if she's been cursed.
It's a restoration for that one.
I can actually prepare like the spell curse or something like that. She just legitimately thinks this woman has like some bad luck curse.
You guys are standing in the pissing rain talking about this.
Yeah. How about we go inside?
Let's go have some drinks.
All right, so Kajovic goes back home, I assume, to check on Nanny, and she's all okay. Everyone else goes back to either the house or to the tavern, and it's a really loud, nasty, violent storm. But there's, apart from it being, a bit disturbing, nothing else really happens. Eventually, it blows through overnight, and the next morning you get up, and there's broken twigs and a few damaged houses and stuff like that, which people have already started getting ready to sort of start repairing and fixing and that sort of thing. And you hear one of the goblins comes running up to the tavern, and he's all puffed out. And he says, "Oh, people, sirs, madams, It
Slow
is Skull
down.
Creek.
What's the problem? Is it
Off,
cobalt?
off the shore. There's there's a shipwreck. There's been a shipwreck. There's people in the water.
Liana
Is
gives
that-
a sigh and gets up and goes to follow.
It's always something.
All right. And
Yeah. Max will follow as well.
So let's do this. You guys get down to the shore, and you can see before you this. These like bits of broken ship in the water, and you can see some people, some moving, some not, floating around in the water. And like, yeah, see if you look like they're calling out for help.
Snusky
What
better stay
boat
here.
was this?
Liliana looks to Lindsay and is like, okay, so I suppose I heal and you bury?
That'll be the way it goes, yes. I'm sure we can save a few before that happens.
But I don't think a few of them are ready, but I guess we should start saving. She takes off her arm and prepares to go swimming.
Yeah,
Was
Max
this one of our boats, or where did this boat come from?
We don't have boats, remember?
We
Codlin's
only
boat's-
had Cothrams.
yeah, his
I
boat's
thought.
still there. Okay, it's not on the map, but it's still fine. We don't know where this boat's come from.
Max will take off her cloak and whatever and her gear and start swimming out. I
Only a
guess.
prepared water walk.
Ah,
Okay, just
Oh, good. You did prepare water walk? I don't want to take off my armor if I don't have to.
No, I didn't, because anytime I prepare it, we never use it, and anytime I need it, it's never prepared.
just to make it easy to like work out to go around. Just everyone click on your tokens and roll initiative for me. And then we'll go
As
into order
usual,
now.
I'm going last.
Right,
16.
actually, there, Todd.
Yeah.
17.
One of the goblins came to your house as well, Kobe.
Okay.
Okay, so we can't see the turn order, can we? Let's have a look at it. I had to turn off the new toolbar for Roll20 because it was just too resource hungry. It was making everything else on my computer run slow.
Oh.
Back to the old one now, but so be it. All right, a few high rolls there. Oh no, I didn't clear it from last time, so I'll do that as we go. Okay, so who do we have first? It's Mariki and Kajevic. And then it's Max on 16. It's on 12. Alexia on 9. That's it, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so Kajevic, what's Kajevic going to do?
Going to kick off with an expeditious retreat. It'll come in handy for the next couple of turns, and I'll use my cloak to teleport out to the furthest villager. So this one. This one look like it's moving or still?
Bit hard to tell from where you are.
All right.
Because they're moving up in the wave and that sort of thing. You can see, well, you can spin around if you wanted to look around and see if you can pick one that.
That's right. I'll just go for the furthest one away.
Okay. So
this action, expeditious retreat, and then use the cloak.
Okay. I guess you can use an item and cast a bonus spell, can't you? Let's just, again, I'm not sure, but let's go with it. You can, and we'll look at it later. All right. So go ahead and move yourself. Okay, and this person looks to be alive.
Excellent. We'll grab them and say, grab on.
It's
We'll
a
swim to
young
shore.
girl.
Yeah. Grab on, little girl. We'll swim to shore.
Okay, so that's action, bonus
Bonus action. I guess a bit of movement.
So you can make an athletics roll to swim. Now, so who's armored, who's unarmored? You know, it's first thing in the morning. I'll just say it's up to you whether, you know, I'm just going to completely say it's up to
Probably
you.
wouldn't have our armor on now unless.
It just depends on how early a riser you are. I'm happy for you to say either way.
I'll
Probably
just
not.
add my breastplate on, and it won't make much difference.
Okay,
Mariki's always armored, so.
no
I'm
worries.
gonna say
Okay.
Max didn't she'd be swimming if the or she just takes it off when they're on the beach or whatever.
So, Kajovic, you can move half your movement rate because it is difficult terrain in the choppy water.
Okay.
And anything else?
And is it reduced at all? Bringing the girl with me?
Nah, no.
As well? No. Okay. I just have to check.
That's bonus action, and move. So you're done?
Yeah, so I'll be done. Yeah, I'll move. I just got to check how much I've got with Expeditious Retreat. I think it gives me an extra 10. No, doesn't give me any. Okay, yeah, cool.
Mariki.
Okay, is it an action to take off your armor or is it movement?
So it actually takes quite a while to take off armor. Yeah, like it'd probably take several minutes to take off. Oh, hang on. It depends. No, you've got the doffing armor, haven't you? Haven't you got the armor of doffing, or is that?
No, I have
Got
the
the glamour.
gleaming armor. The armor is always clean.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that will take quite a while to take off. Like several minutes. If that's what sort of armor is it?
It's plate.
Plate, yeah. So that's going to take like, yeah, it's quite some time to take plate off.
Okay, so I
there are-
would move 5, 10, 15, 20.
There's actually rules for it somewhere.
So I'll move 30. Is there anything I can do to help? Not from where I am, so I guess my turn's done.
Okay, Max.
Max will start just moving out to this guy. Yeah, I guess like 30 feet to there.
So what's armor does Max wear?
She's got a breastplate.
Okay, so make a. Oh, to get out to there, you can just move. Okay.
And be like, hello. Grab him.
So it takes 10 minutes to remove heavy armor. No, sorry, 5 minutes to remove it. 10 to put it on, 5 to remove it.
Breastplate's medium.
Medium, so it takes a minute to remove it.
Okay, so put her back for now, or
No, oh, my hand. I already saying.
well, she can she can just keep it on. It's just a breastplate. Should be right. She'll grab
Okay,
this
so
dude.
you get out to there, and that guy's alive as well.
Okay. Is he like able to swim or like, unconscious or?
No, he's fumbling. He looks like he's out of strength.
Okay. Can I?
Like 20 feet from shore.
Yeah, but it's like like very rippy and he's just got no energy left. He's like
Okay, so she'll. I'll
he's
grab him
using
and
his
then
energy to keep his head above the water, sort of thing.
I'll grab him and start sort of like pulling him back in.
Okay, so
I've used all my movement to get out there, so I don't think I can.
you
I
can
can't
use your
like go anywhere.
you can use your action to dash if you wanted to.
Oh, can I? Yeah, all right. I'll do that
Yeah,
then.
but
And like,
your movement, but your movement rate will be half now to put him back in.
I don't have half movement for difficult. Well, it doesn't cost me extra movement for difficult terrain.
No, this isn't difficult terrain. This is like because you're dragging a person.
Oh, because I'm dragging a person. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So like there-ish then.
Yep. So you can move yourself there. I'll move him.
Is he like? Is that like shallow enough for me to like dump him?
He'd still be in the water.
It's still a bit like in the water like drowning, or in the water
Well,
like just laying in the
yeah.
water.
What is it? You only need to inch your water to drown him. So, yes.
Yeah, all right, fine. I'll keep going then.
Let's if you're snusk.
Right. Oh wait, I was gonna like Misty step out to grab someone else, but that's alright. I'll wait till next turn.
All right. Linsa.
Starts digging graves.
Not yet.
That's
They're only
awesome.
getting sea burials from me today. He's gonna go up to Alexei and cast Long Strider on him.
Yep.
There it is. That's his action.
Okay.
He is also wearing breastplate as well, so I don't know how much of a difference that makes. And his movement speed is trash, so I believe that's as far as he can go.
Is he on the jetty still?
Yep. He's
No, well, he
gonna-
can move his full movement right then.
that was his full.
That was okay. Cool.
Little boy.
Good legs. And sorry, that's it for Linsa.
Yeah, can't really do much as a bonus action. So yep.
Okay, so we'll move on to Alexi.
Okay, so how much will it encumber me carrying a person?
Well, so like it basically slows your movement rate down to half.
To half. Okay. So I currently have 210 movement with the long strider.
So hang on, that's what if you move action and bonus.
If I action movement.
So,
and
so your
bonus
movement's
action.
what? Your movement's 70 feet then. Okay,
Yep.
gotcha.
So
So do it one at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I can get to there.
and that's a 74, is it?
Yep, that's 70. Then I'll action dash to here. And that's 20.
Okay.
Pick
Yes.
this guy up.
All right. So that guy looks dead, and when you go,
But it's a
to-
child.
Yeah, children can't swim.
And when you go to like as you go to grab him, you see it's dead, and then like it turns around and hisses at you, goes, shh, and you see it's some sort of creature. So let me just do this. And it takes a swing at Alexi. With its claws. What does that get? 6 misses. So it misses you.
That's okay. I'm still gonna bring it back with me. So
Okay,
the others.
So you have to the others were able to pick up their kind of like person as a free action, I guess effectively, as pick up an item. With this guy, you have to use your action to grab him.
Okay.
To grapple him because he's actually forcibly trying to not get grabbed
Yep.
by you.
Can't do that then, so I will move away from him. He'll get an attack of opportunity if he wants.
Yes, he
That's
does.
20 feet.
16.
16 meets my armor class. So is that a hit or is that a miss?
It's a hit. So it does. This plus 2, so it does 10 damage. Wow, look at that. 10 damage with its claws. Give me a con save.
20.
Okay. You can feel when his claws touch you, this like kind of almost chill go through your body and try to like seize up your muscles, but Alexi manages to fight it off. It hisses at him as he runs away.
Perfect. So I've used 40 of my 70 action movement. So I can pick this guy up and move another 15 with my action.
Yep, and he is alive. Yes. So
Then I'll bonus action dash to get him the rest of the way. So I can do that's 60 of my movement. get him
Yep.
to Liliana and Mariki, and then
Oh, hang on. That's not
long boy.
Okay,
Oh, there.
drag him up into the beach there. So he's still in the shadows there. You've got to get him up into the yellow, but I think you can move a bit more and get him up there.
Okay, yeah, then that's all my movement.
Okay. So let me just I'll move on to Liliana. I'm just going to get some things ready here, but yeah, you can go ahead and tell me what you're going to do, Liliana.
Because she now has plate armor, not her usual chainmail. I say that she wouldn't be wearing this unless necessary, because it's a pain to put on. She will dive into the water. We'll use 30 feet of movement to get to here, and then use the rest to get to this villager and pick her up.
Okay, that one is alive.
And
Yes,
I think
that one's alive.
I can move her 5 feet up here, and that'll be my turn.
All right, no worries. Just make an athletics roll for me. Because
But
you're
fucked
going out
up.
to the part where you have to actually swim a bit.
He does it with
yep.
one hand.
Easy done, no problems. Now, that's the top of the round. So I'm just going to get some stuff into initiative here. And I'm just going to roll one like this. Let's have a look. What do we get there for that? 5. Okay, that works out well actually. All right. Sorry, just going to do this quickly. Ah, come on. Oof. Okay. All right. So, creature that's heading up here. Like that. And you can hear some of the villager that Alexa put out. There's oh no, they're dead from the boat. They're coming. There's more. And he starts like kind of scrabbling up the beach. And you can see out of the water some more of these creatures start emerging. There's one here. There's one here. And they start moving into you guys.
Yes, you.
One comes in here and is going to have a swing at Kaevik, and one comes in here is going to have a swing at Liana. So, Kaevik misses. Liliana misses.
No, that's a hit.
11. Oh, because no armor. Right.
No
Okay.
armor. My AC is now 10.
Okay, 4 damage. Give me a con save. No worries. All right. Yes, and there's another couple that come out of the water and start heading into the beach as well. Okay. And you can hear some of the people that are still in the water start screaming. And we go to Mariki.
How deep is this water right here? Can I stand in it?
Yeah, it's only a foot or so.
Okay. Rico, go to there and attack this guy.
Okay, go.
Natural 20.
Off.
The 28 to hit.
Excellent.
So as a react, no, I'm kidding.
Ah,
Silvery Bobs.
how much damage we got?
That's
Six.
5 damage plus the 12, so 12, so 17.
No, it's just the.
Sorry, no, that's
10.
10 damage.
Okay.
Second attack. 26 to hit.
Hits.
That's 14 damage.
Okay, you drop it.
Okay, I only moved 5, 10, so I moved 20. So I'm going to move 10 more feet over here to protect Max's villager when they get on.
Okay.
I will go ahead and use my action surge. I'm trying to click on it so I can use it. Use my action surge. And this turn I am going to firebolt the one on Liliana.
Okay. Go.
That's a 12 to hit.
That hits.
That'd be 8 fire damage.
Okay.
And
All right.
that will be Mariki's turn.
Kervik.
Right. So I've still got this little girl.
So did I not move her? Yes, that's right.
Bonus. Action disengage.
Okay.
Ugly. Bonus action dash. With expeditious retreat.
Okay, that's what that actually
Do you
does.
want to? Yeah. Do you want to
Athletics roll.
athletics check? Yeah.
Yep. No problems. Managed to get to there.
And movement. So I'll get another 15.
Yeah, well, once you're there, you can move your normal movement rate because you're in kind
Okay.
of shadow wood. Yep.
So I'll take her into the yellow and
Right.
then head back.
Okay.
That's it. That's me done. Oh.
Yeah.
Just thinking if I... No, that's all right. I don't have my weapon. I didn't say where
Max.
I've put it, so doesn't have it.
So Max will drag this guy up to where he's safe up here.
Yep.
And as she does that,
up there, safe. That's safe there.
up there safe. Okay, so
Yep.
cool. And as she sees that, as she does that, she'll probably see Mariki casting his firebolt. So she'll turn around and like look out and see what's out there and be like, "What the fuck?" And then probably.
Yeah. So you can see now, like these ones, they now that you can get a good
See
look,
them.
they look different. They look like they're have got all waterlogged skin and tattered clothes and that sort of thing that are old and rotted and so forth. So it's pretty easy to make them out from the people now.
This thing here,
Combinations.
is this like obstructing my view of this one?
Nah, that's nah.
That's just like floating in the water. All right, I'll shoot at that one then.
Go for it.
With my longbow. 16.
16 hits.
7 and dread strike. So for 10.
10. Are we still going?
And
Yeah. What's the dread strike? I don't think
just my first attack in each round.
Yeah, no, I'm
gets an extra.
looking at what sort of damage it is, but that's okay.
Did you get Gloomstalker?
No.
Because that's the Gloomstalker thing for first attack. They get a D8 extra damage and an extra
Oh,
attack.
maybe I did. I don't get an extra attack. I just get dreadful strikes.
It's your Fey Wanderer.
Well, that's a
So-
favorite thing.
10
I'm Fey
damage.
Wanderer, yeah. And then I'll
Your second attack.
do it again. Yeah. 23
Hits.
or 6.
Okay, you drop that one.
And then I'll start to head over to here. Go out to get this person.
No worries. That's it for Max.
Yep.
Linsa.
Being the short-legged boy he is just gonna come over here, make sure the person that's drowned is stabilized, and would that be a bonus action or action?
They're okay. The people, yeah, they're just like sitting up, like looking, but they don't need to be. They're not like on 0 hit points or anything like that.
Alrighty. I guess. Yeah, that'll reach. He's going to. What's this spell called? Sorry, my bad. I've lost all my stuff. Guiding Bolt. He's going to Guiding Bolt one of the enemies floating in the water. The one just here.
Yep, easy.
Does a 22 hit?
22 hits.
Cool, that is 14 radiant damage.
Oof. Okay. Zapping one.
And that's the end of his turn.
All right. Alexi.
Okay, so these little piles of wood, like the wreckage, are they enough to like stand on or like to get the villagers onto?
They're not really. They're kind of like
No?
all loose. I mean, you could like use them to float or something like that, or you could step in it momentarily or something like that. But yeah, they were just. It's not really something that's big enough to put people on or anything like that.
Okay.
Monk.
I
mean,
was just thinking maybe I could.
It's floating, and that would help someone float or something like that, probably. Yeah, but
Yeah,
know,
so they wouldn't be in danger of drowning anymore if I took them to the thing here.
Well, if they were able to hold on by themselves, they would probably be. It would probably help. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go 70 feet movement to try and pick up this little villager.
So girl, and yep, she's alive.
And then I will action dash 45 feet there.
Okay, stop
then-
for me. Can you just put yourself back? Alexi goes to turn around, and one of these creatures rises up out of the water next to him. And at first he thinks it's one of these others. It looks pretty much the same, but then he notices that it's got wispy red hair, and it says in this whispering voice, "Brother, you have been hard to find."
Oh no.
Yeah, Lexi's gonna start freaking out a bit.
And this thing takes
Don't get on your swan boat and run away again.
It takes a swing at me.
It does,
Actually-
yes.
Swan boat would be quite handy right now, actually.
Yeah, I'm sort of regretting using it that one time because it's a single-use item.
All right, let's get this guy here. All right. So actually, he doesn't swing. He comes up. He's not. Okay, I'm just gonna change that a bit. He's not in melee. He's just over here, and he looks at Alexi. So make a. Hang on, sorry. I have to do it proper right. He is in melee. He looked at Alexi, and Alexi needs to make a wisdom save for me.
Ooh, fitting. It's a 6.
Okay. Oof. Okay, so Alexi is paralyzed
Shit.
with fear.
Is he
Alright.
floating but paralyzed? Like a log?
Wait,
yeah,
so
it's
am I
kinda like
No, you go. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just saying he's up to about his chest in in water.
Am I
Okay.
paralyzed because I'm like
And
frightened?
because it doesn't actually. Well, yeah, it says you are frightened. You're frightened. The frightened. Well, okay. Must make it just says have to make a wizard or you're paralyzed, right? But then it says when the paralysis ends a target. Oh no, okay. When it ends, you're frightened then for 1 minute.
So when the
Okay.
paralysis ends, I'm frightened.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And there's nothing I can do right now
well,
that can end.
don't think so. You've got. Well, no, I don't think you've got anything. So you basically used your movement and you picked up this girl, and then this thing's you turned around, this thing's looking at you, and you've failed to save. So you've got to action. If there's anything you can do while you're paralyzed, you can do it. I don't know that there is or not.
So I'm incapacitated, which isn't good. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I can't take actions or reactions, so
All right.
it's
So
like it's similar to stunned.
okay. Okay, so that will be the end of, I guess, Alexi's turn, and we're on to. Oh, hang on, I've done this wrong. On to Liliana.
Oleana will probably see Alexi get paralyzed and probably look over to the thing which.
Okay, you're pretty close there. Yeah, I could give me a perception roll.
Perception. 17.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you see something coming. Look, to you, or to Liliana, it effectively looks just like one of these other things. But yeah, it's Alexi's turned around and he's like, stop moving, and he's staring at this thing in horror by the look of it.
Liliana's going to be like, stop scaring my drinking buddy, and she will cast a guiding bolt at. Yeah, she'll shoot a guiding bolt at first level at him. No, that's a natural one. My rolls suck tonight.
That fails. Anything else?
I'm gonna try and get this girl to the shore. I can only drag her like to here, I think.
Nah, from where you are there, you're in pretty shallow enough water. You can just move your normal movement rate.
Okay, then get to here, dump her next to Mariki, and then turn around, ready to go back.
She's still in the water a bit there.
She's fine. She's above the waves.
This guy just comes forward and just pulls her up onto the sand. Anything else for Liliana?
That's me. I've done an action. I've moved.
All right. So, over here, this creature comes up and starts moving over here towards this villager. But doesn't attack. This creature, these ones move in, but don't attack. This one moves into there, doesn't attack. And there's this one here as well, which can move in and attack, moves in and attacks max. With the claw. 18.
Sorry, hits.
Okay, so we've got 9 damage. You can give me a con save. Okay, just a 9 damage.
15. Yeah.
And it's Kavik's turn.
All right.
What does that aura do again?
That's 2 to saves.
Okay.
So, just to clarify the weapon thing, I wouldn't have had it with me, Todd.
With ya?
Sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, you can have your weapon.
All right. I'm going to whip it out. 60 step into this guy.
What are you doing whipping it out this time, please?
Never a
Don't
wrong
you
time to
judge
work it
him.
out.
Liliana's judging.
Okay, so over there, yes.
I reckon I'll go here within reach of the dude and swing at that ugly mug.
Go.
This one.
Go for it.
Come on. Do it. 13.
13 hits.
I'll drop a smite on him. Now, would he be classed as undead?
He definitely looks very undead.
Excellent. Then I will give him the old love of Lathander. So if I make it level 1, that's 3d8. For an extra 8, so 17 damage all up on the first hit.
17, still going.
Right, I'll hit him again. B1.
That's hit.
For 23 damage.
Drop him. All right.
Very nicely done.
3 spell slots away. And I'll grab this villager and help him in with my movement. So athletics check again.
So you won't be able to do that because you've already used your free action to pull out your weapon this round, wasn't it?
Okay.
So yeah, you have to. Yep.
Alright, I'll hang there.
All right.
Next to him.
Just give me. Oh no, you don't have to do
Well,
it there.
actually,
All right.
2, 3. I'll start heading out to the other.
Okay, so just there you have to give me a athletics check just to get there.
Will do.
Oh, easy. Okay, Mariki.
Okay, Murky's gonna slash at this one.
Go.
That's an 18 to hit.
So 12 damage. 12 damage. Drops it.
And I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Move next to Max, and I'm gonna second attack on that one.
Go for it.
19 to hit,
Hits.
14 damage.
14 damage. All right. Still going.
Can I use my bonus action? I'm gonna use my Shield Master Shove and try and shove this one back into the water away from Max.
Okay. Go for it.
Athletics check.
Oh, yeah.
20.
You knock him back there. All right.
That'll be Ricky's turn.
Okay, so this guy on Alexi, he's going to punch him twice.
Before you do that, would I have gotten a chance to end the paralysis at the end of my turn?
What does it say here? On a failure, the target is paralyzed until the Revenant deals damage to it or until the end of the Revenant's next turn. So no, you're still paralyzed.
Okay.
So he's going to swing at you with his fist twice. Oh, hang on. Okay. Right. Okay. So first punch. That's obviously an advantage. 25 so hits and
Yep.
grabs. Instead of doing damage, it grabs a hold of Alexi. Got a hold of him now, and then it punches him. And obviously, an advantage. So 21 hits.
21 hits, and that's an automatic crit too.
Okay. Right. So I just rolled damage twice, I guess, don't I? And it's going to do some extra damage there. So 20 damage plus 31 damage. So 51 damage.
Holy crap!
And it's got a hold of you as well. But you're not paralyzed now.
I'm only frightened.
You're frightened, yes.
Oh.
Max, you see?
Do I see this? Do I see this happening?
Yeah, you see, like, this thing's got a hold of Alexi out there, and it's just like punched him one, and like Alexi like goes flying backwards, but this thing's got a hold of him.
Okay, so Max is gonna bonus action like Misty Step over to here.
Can you get? Do you have any way to get me out there?
Oh, how far is it? Yeah, I mean we could dimension door to like the air here and like fall on them.
Because that water's chest deep on Alexi, correct? So I could stand there.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. All
Take
right.
me out there.
All right. Let's do that. So I'll use my cape
Yes.
and take Mariki out here. I guess we'll land about here. Big splash. And then yeah. Is that it? That's my action, isn't it?
Yes.
I'll have to be next to Mariki. I guess I'll. No, that'll. Yeah. I guess that's it then.
Right.
Yep.
Alinsa. Can't hear you. Oh yeah,
sorry,
okay.
My bad. Yeah, there's no point of him trying even. He'd probably get neck deep within fucking 3 feet anyway.
Well, he can swim. He can swim.
The kiddie pool is like the deep end.
If you can get to that debris, you can doggy paddle on that debris.
Nah. He's gonna guiding bolt the revenant.
Okay, it's gonna have a little bit of cover, but you can still do it.
Ooh. Bloody hell.
Misses.
So the halfling has a feature where if you roll a 1, it re-rolls it, and D&D Beyond rolls it automatically.
This happened to you before, and it's rolled another one. Yeah.
Rolled another 1. I'm sitting there thinking, good, at least I can re-roll the 1.
So
Oh no.
he goes to cast and he goes boom straight into the wave in front of him.
A wave just fucking cracks him in the face. Mid-speech.
Yeah, that's right. He gets a mouthful of seawater as he's trying to cast a spell.
Yeah,
that's it for him, is it?
Yep.
Okay. Alexi, all right. This thing's got a hold of you.
Okay.
Do you see two of your friends in the waves right behind it?
I am going to use my action to.
And sorry, just to add to it, there's a little girl under your arm screaming her head off as well.
Yeah. I'm going to use my action to stillness of mind. So I'm going to end the frightened effect on me with my action because I can do that.
That would be good. Like in all of there'd be all this noise and all this chatter and all this sort of stuff, and it's just like Alexi just manages to do the Jedi thing and just like
Zens out.
Deep breath.
Let's face it, he just takes a swig and gets drunk.
Yeah, that's it.
He's going to pass the villager off to Max and be like,
Take this.
Yep.
Yeah, take this.
Max will be
And
like, ew.
I know I'm grappled.
Mm.
but would I be able to like pick him up while he's got a hold of me and like run with him?
Because your movement is 0.
My
when you
movement's
grapple.
0.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you
Okay.
can't move. Yeah, you could grapple him as well, I guess. But you wouldn't be able to move. You just have him grappled as well.
No, it's action to grapple, and I use that to get rid of the.
So you can escape the grapple using an action.
But yeah, I've already used that. All the options to get rid of grappling effects is actions, and I use that
Right, yeah,
for frightened,
to stillness of mind, yeah.
which is
Yes.
more important. I guess I'll just bonus action dodge. Yeah, because that's all I can really do.
Okay.
So
No worries.
yeah, bonus action dodge. That's it.
Okay.
But I will tell
Liliana.
Mariki and Max to get out and run away.
Liliana.
Liana kind of looks to the two zombies, which are washing up the sword, and looks at everyone's run away, and is like, I guess I'm in the rear guard, and gets out a long sword and jumps at these two.
Nice.
Gonna strike at this one, the first one here at the front.
Okay. 20's a hit.
Yep. And I'll do a two-handed since I haven't got my shield at the moment.
Yeah, cool. Shouldn't have. Sucks when that happens, doesn't it?
So 14 damage. I got 1 damage from the divine strike.
14. Why is it 14? Isn't it only 13?
It's
That's it.
12 plus the divine strike.
No,
So
but you
1
did it-
radiant.
You did it
one
two-handed. You did it two-handed, so you did 11 damage.
No, it says I did 12. Oh, wait, it rolled twice. Okay, not sure why it rolled.
So that's because it's rolling one-handed and two-handed.
Yeah,
So the
that was
two-handed damage is actually less than the one-handed damage, unfortunately. Yeah. But I'm holding you to your word. You said two-handed, so you did 12 damage to it. Okay, anyway, you did it and do some damage. Anything else?
Bonus action, War Cleric to strike again.
Go.
Are you hitting the one at the front or the back?
The one at the front, because it's the one that's closer.
Hit.
And I'll do 14 damage this time.
Okay, drop it.
She then looks to... can I use the rest of my movement, correct?
Yeah.
I guess I'll move to here.
No worries. That's it. Okay, it's so there's only one of the goals left on Liliana. So it's going to swing with its claws at Liliana. 16 hits. We decided 7 damage, and give me a con save.
That's
Easy.
21. He
Easy.
just stares at it.
That's his turn. K. Ervik.
All right, I'm gonna finish moving out to this villager here,
Yes.
and this floatsome here is big enough to provide them any sort of help to float.
Well, so this lady, she appears to be alive, but she's unconscious.
Okay.
So that would only help if she was able to hold on to it herself, sort of thing.
Right,
These
well,
people look like they're just exhausted. Yeah.
I'll give her a lay on hands.
Okay.
I'll have a quick look around and see if anyone's looking first. So it doesn't look inappropriate. And then I'll lay hands for, I don't know, give her 5 hits.
Okay. She
So
starts grabbing and
Yep.
and she starts like and she looks a lot healthier, and she starts springing to shore.
Cool. And I'll continue out towards this one here.
Yep.
And just before I go out, I'd say to this guy, like, I'll come back for you. So he doesn't think he's getting abandoned out there.
Okay, this lady swims over. She swims over to him as well.
Right.
Okay.
Getting
Give me
abandoned.
athletics to move there.
14.
Yep.
Okay, so I can get 10 feet. Now, that would be an action for lay on hands, bonus action
Yes.
dash, and movement. So I'll move the rest of the way up to this one. And that's me for the turn.
Mariki.
Now, Alexi said don't attack this guy, right?
He has said
Alexi said to run.
Oh, well,
He said to run.
Mariki's gonna attack it then.
Go.
$22 to hit.
That hits.
$15 damage.
All right. Yes.
Did he drop Alexi yet?
No. He's like, he's not even looking at you as you hit him. He's just staring at Alexi.
Damn. Well, hit him again. 17 to hit.
Hits.
Why is it damage so slow to click through? 10 damage.
When you roll your damage, do you click on the pink thing in Roll20, or are you using your D&D Beyond?
I use the D&D Beyond and click on the damage box.
So what you can try in Roll20, where you've got your hit roll, and then it says like Frostbrand Longsword underneath that's pink. If you just click on that, it should roll the damage for you. Probably you can just try it now if you want.
And it'll also take into account your crit. I think I noticed earlier when you crit, you didn't actually do the crit damage.
Yeah, I had to add the damage, yeah.
So what did we do for that second hit anyway? It was 10 for the second one.
Yes.
All right. Anything else?
That is all I can do.
All right. So you see this thing again. It's staring at Alexi. Some of its wounds heal up, like you just did, Mariki, and it punches at Alexi. It misses with the first hit, and the second one, 22 hits.
I'm dodging, so it's disadvantage.
Oh, 13.
Miss.
Oh, okay, it misses. Very good. And it's Max's turn.
Okay,
Again,
so
this thing's ignoring you guys. Well, I mean, like it's not completely ignoring you guys, but it's focused on Alexi.
it's completely ignoring us.
Not
And-
completely ignoring you, but ignoring you enough that it's not going to do anything until it's finished with Alexi. You think?
And Alexi's just palmed this villager kid off onto me.
Yes.
Okay. Can Max sort of see that Alexi's been pretty bludgeoned by him already? Like, is he pretty beat up or not really? Like, is it not really that noticeable?
This thing gave Alexi as big a thump as you've ever seen Alexi give anyone else.
Oh god. Okay.
And it's got a hold of Alexi still, and it just tried to punch him again, but Alexi dodged out the way.
Can I just ask can I grab a healing potion out of my pocket and hold it up at Alexi and be like, do you want this? Knowing that he'll probably say no anyway, but she'll offer.
I'm a little busy.
Yeah, it's a bit hard. Probably a bit hard to do
Don't
while you're
worry.
out in the water there like that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll just start taking the villager kid back in with me, I guess. So, do I have to do athletics check out here, or?
Yes, you will, just to get back in a little bit. And this thing might have a swing if you move out of melee with it as well.
That's fine. Whatever.
Okay, so make your athletics check. Oh,
20.
easy. All right, this thing does have a swing. It should leave melee. Another one misses.
Cool.
All right.
For a lot of ones this session.
Yeah. So where does Max move to then?
So can
So
I
So you move half your movement rate as your movement with this little girl.
with the chick on it?
Mhm.
So I guess just out to there.
So there.
To
Get
there.
yourself there.
Can I shoot at the dude one-handed with my like hand crossbow because it's only like a one-handed weapon? Like
Um,
while holding this chick with the other arm?
well, not really, because you've taken her as your free action to like pick up an item effectively this round. So you haven't got your hand crossbow out, and you can't get it out for free. So what have you got left? If you use your move, you could get. Okay, I'd say you can use your bonus action to swap a weapon and get your hand crossbow out and take a shot.
Okay. All right. I'll do that then, if that's all right.
Yep, go for it.
As I go walk away. 19.
Hits.
For 6 and 3. So
Okay.
9 damage.
Right, sink a bolt into it. Nice work.
All right, and then turn around to like keep dragging her next time.
All right, Linsa.
All right. Linda's just going to try the same thing as earlier. Guiding bolt. He's only got one.
Body bolt, the Revenant.
Yep.
Okay,
It's
Oh.
25 hit.
that's a hit.
He bends the bullet. 11 radiant damage.
11. All right.
He'll
Oh, that's good.
also move over to here and provide moral support.
All right. Alexi.
Alrighty, I'm going to attempt to break the grapple.
Okay, give me a. How does it work here?
I can choose strength or athletics
Nah, it's got a
against
special.
your.
It's got a special thing here.
Oh, it
Oh
does.
yeah. No. Sorry, it is. So yes, you can do athletics. Go ahead. Is your action to do this?
I think he would have picked athletics.
20.
Yep, you break free.
Alrighty.
Mariki's gonna yell run as soon as he likes to get free.
Nah, Alexi's gonna dig his heels in and patient defense again. As a bonus action and just stare down his brother.
All right. That's it.
That's it.
Liliana.
There's something cool I want to try. Let me just see if the spell is an action or a bonus action. Wait, where is it? Oh, here it is. Wait, there we go. Damn, it's a one action. Wait, how far away is it? Range. Okay, no, I can't. Is it in 60 feet? It just is. If I do it to there, isn't.
What you got?
I'm thinking of casting this just to call down an orbital laser. But I won't. I'll attack the guy in front of me.
Go for it.
And I'll stab the guy in front of me.
Yep. That's a hit.
16 damage.
All right, you drop him.
And then if I'm standing around here, would I still be able to touch the ground, or would I be in water?
You'll be able to touch ground. You'll be up to probably. Oh, you're a bit shorter, probably your waist.
Yeah, probably around up to. I'll probably move up to here, and I'll do a cast a healing word at level 3 on Alex.
On Alexi, okay.
Alexi, yes. I rolled terribly on that. I rolled 2 1s.
All right. Havoc.
Bonus action. Killing light Alexi.
Okay.
Yeah. Hang on.
Oh,
And second one. Oh, okay. That was one. 3, so 4 hits back, Alexi.
I feel so loved, guys. Thank you.
And then I'll move with the villager and dash with the villager.
okay, give me an athletics roll.
One tough guy, 13.
Yep. No worries. Go ahead. You see half movement for those
One.
two things.
2, 3, and 1, 2, 3.
All
I'll
right.
drag it with me.
Little boy, that one.
Boy,
Okay, that's it for Kavik.
he's struggling very hard not to just run in and attack the undead.
Mariki.
Okay, Mariki. So Alexi's free now.
He's free.
He's
Yes.
free. Yes.
So, Alexi, do you want me to try and grab him, or do you want me to continue to attack him?
It's up to you. Alexi's not really paying attention to anything else except for his brother. Like he's zoned in. So you do whatever you do.
What you got, Mariki?
I'm going to. Okay, Mariki will drop his sword, and his wand of magic missiles will appear in his hand.
It's gonna
And
miss.
he's gonna unload the thing. So 6th level magic missiles. How much damage is that? I always ask this, but
Should
I
be
can
8
never-
missiles. So
8
8d4 plus
So
8.
just to make sure, though, just to think back, when was the last time you used his missiles? It was because it's got to be charged, right?
at the crater at the candle.
Okay, right. So that's a few days. You used it at the Moon Tribe, didn't you? But that's still a few days ago, so that's okay. That's all good. Okay, go for it.
I did
Moon
act.
Jet.
Where
Yeah,
is
it's all right.
it?
It's had a few days to recharge, so it would have been fine.
Okay, so it's 8d4 plus 8 or plus 4.
Plus 8. Because it's plus 1 for every missile. Ooh.
All right, 30 damage. Zap. Okay. Anything else?
I am going to. No, that's all I can do.
All right. So it's its turn. Its wounds don't heal up this round, and it's going to swing at Alexi again. All right. So, it's a crit.
Yeah, but it's also at disadvantage because I'm dodging.
Dodging. All right.
So
Second
that's
one.
a
You are
miss.
dodgy. You're very dodgy, man.
14.
I am. That's also a miss.
That is so lucky. Yeah, your dog.
You dogger.
All right. Max's turn.
You're on mute, hun.
Okay. Yep. So I'll
Max there. Okay.
drag this chick the rest of the way, I guess, as far as I can go. Is that about there-ish? Is it half movement rate?
Half movement.
Again?
Right, yes. Yep.
Alright. So I'll drag her to there. And then is Mariki in the way, or can I?
Oh, it's a bit of cover for the creature, but you can still shoot at it.
Alright, I'll turn around and shoot it with my. Is the chick? Can the chick be like standing now, or the kid?
Nah, she's a little
Still.
girl. Yeah.
Alright, I'll shoot at the dude again with my crossbow. I guess.
Go for it.
Yeah.
That's a hit.
5 and so just 7.
All right. Okay. Is that it for Max?
Yep.
Linsa.
Stupid kid.
Huh?
Just looks at you like, what?
You're not talking about me. No, he's
No,
guiding
no,
bolt.
not you.
Guiding bolt. Go for it.
Revenant. Does a 16 hit?
16 hits.
Holy shit. 19 radiant damage.
Oh. Still going. All right. Is that it for Linsa?
Oh yeah, my bad.
Alexi.
Okay. Alexi is going to attempt to grapple him
Okay.
with one of his attacks. So that's a 29 to grapple.
Probably going to grapple him. Does.
Okay. And as I do that, I pick him up and run him all the way over to here.
Okay.
You've got him in a
And
noogie.
well, I kind of wanted him to
Sorry.
be there.
So movement rate is halved when you're
Yep,
carrying.
that was
Yep.
half. I moved
Yep,
35 feet to get there.
Okay.
But
Okay. Yeah. So there.
I
Yep.
kind of want to use my second action to slam him into the side of the dock.
Okay. Go.
That'll just be an unarmed strike. 25 to hit.
Hits.
5 damage.
5 damage. All right.
And then
Okay.
I'll bonus action dodge again. As I've got
Alright.
him there up against the dock.
Okay. No worries.
That kiss.
That's it for Alexi.
Mariki's
be it.
very confused.
Liliana.
Hey, where'd they all go?
Seeing that Alexi's got this, she's gonna come over here, grab the woman because the man can like load on this.
The woman's like swimming herself now because she's all healed up.
Oh, what about the guy?
Yeah, he looks like he's in trouble, so you can grab him.
Grab
Deal with
him and then drag him. I probably think I can drag him
Half-
up to
Half
here.
movement rate. Yeah. Okay. And she just keeps swimming.
And then throw him the rest of the way.
Excuse me, Kavik.
Move. 1, 2, 3. Intersection dash. 1, 2, 3. And the little boy reached the bottom yet, or I need to toss him on the shore?
He's still struggling. You need to take him.
Throw him.
I'll. What was that? Move and a dash. And a bonus action dash, sure. So, one more.
Okay. He's okay.
And that's me done for this turn.
Mariki.
Mariki's very confused by all of this. So Mariki's going to move his movement 15 feet there.
So he can move his full movement rate. Just got to give me a athletics.
Okay, athletics check. Natural 20.
Easy. Yep. So he can move his full movement rate.
He's going to move to here. And it's going to say, Alexi, what is going on?
I've got this. Go help the others.
Okay, he's going to shrug. So that's his full move. So he's going to go ahead. Bonus action, Misty Step, 5, 10, 15, 20 to here.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. This guy swings at Alexi. 16.
That'll hit.
All right. So 24 damage.
I've got this.
Swings again.
I was gonna
I
say
do.
he ain't got this.
So he's
Not had
dodging.
this.
Marie's just
Yeah,
very
he's dodging.
frustrated.
15.
That's a miss.
All right. And he took a guiding bolt just before, didn't he? Okay. That's him done. Max.
Can she palm this villager off onto Mariki then?
She'd have to get over next to him to do that.
There you go. Take
Gosh.
this.
Yeah, I'll
Like,
take the village.
holds the child at
Bridal
arm's
carry.
length. And goes,
Bridal carry.
Take it.
This poor girl's been
Potato.
passed around everybody, hasn't she? Yes, does
She's almost
that.
been through the whole party, hasn't she?
And then she'll turn around and can I get my longbow out? Would that take her?
No, you've used your free action to palm the child off.
Okay.
Oh, so yeah, again, you can use your bonus action to do that.
I can use my bonus action to go. Alright, so I'll shoot at the I still get 2 attacks on her?
Yep.
Yep. Alright, I'll shoot it. Sorry. I'm gonna call him Jimbro from now on. 21 and a 13.
The 21 hits, the 13 doesn't. Because he has
21, so 11. So 13 damage.
Alright. Still going?
Um,
That would be it, I guess.
and that would be it.
Linsa.
Lindsay's gonna walk here. I mean, he wouldn't be able to get over to that other villager. He is just. It'd take his whole action to get there, and then he'd just be stuck there by the time someone else can go get him. So he's not going to do that.
Yep.
Actually, you know what? Wait. Kavik, can you actually get there in one turn?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah, Linsa will just cast. Why is my spell list gone? Long Strider on Kurvik, so you can get there a bit easier.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Alright. Alexi.
Okay, Alexi is going to drag him against the dock as he runs past. Like,
The Dragon Ball Z fight.
yeah, just like use these 2 attacks to sort of like keep slamming him and dragging him into the side of the dock.
Go.
Where's my actions? There it is. So a 22 to hit
Hits.
for 10 damage. This is all non-lethally as well. I don't want to kill him.
Can you?
It's a bit hard on an undead.
24 to
I
hit
don't want to kill him again.
Hits.
for another 10 damage.
Okay. Yep. Anything else?
If I do get him to 0 hit points, do I know that will? What will that do? Will he just be unconscious, or will he do the whole
his-
soul thing?
The whole soul thing will happen once he goes to 0 hit points.
Yeah.
You don't think non-lethal will work on undead like this?
Okay. I will just. Yeah, I'll bonus action dodge. That's what I'll do.
Okay, no worries.
And try and think of some way to restrain him next turn.
All right. Liliana.
She drags the villager to around here and like plops him onto the shore. Then looks to.
She can't plop onto the shore from there. She has to get to like this sort of.
I can't throw him.
You can do whatever you like.
Okay. Well, I'm going to move to there, and then I'm going to look to the east thing that the Alexia is fighting, and I'm going to cast Hold Monster.
Okay. Right. What sort of save we got there? Wisdom save.
15 Wisdom.
So let me just check out Hold Monster.
Just as choose a creature that you can see within range.
So I just need to. Yep. Okay. So you cast this spell, and this thing does not stop moving.
Oh no.
Anything else? We'll move on to the top of the round then. Kaevik.
I'm going to run out to this last villager. Does this one look like it's moving? Sorry, this one over here.
Floating.
Floating? I'll run across here. Can I get full movement in the yellow?
Yes, you can get full movement in all of that water.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Long strata. 7, 8. Then I'll dash. 2, 3.
Yep.
And
so she's unconscious but alive.
all right, well, you're allowed to. It's like, do I have my permission to touch you? And if no response, I'll give her 5 hit points.
Okay. She awakens. Starts like struggling, gets up and starts struggling to the shore.
And I've got a bit of movement left, so I'll help her get back.
Okay.
Right, and
to shore.
that's me done for the turn. I'll start heading
Mariki.
back towards the rest. That's it.
Riki's going to carry this villager, drop her off in the line of villagers here,
Mhm.
and then he's going to move here to see what the hell Alexi's doing.
All right. If that's it for Mariki, it's this guy's turn. And he punches Alexi. And Alexi's dodging.
Yep.
Misses and
Oh,
hits for 13.
yeah, this will down me.
26 damage.
Yep, he's unconscious.
All right. So you see this creature punch Alexi and knock him to the ground, and starts like leaning forward to go for his neck. Max, what you can do?
I'm gonna shoot it. Sorry,
Alright.
I've got a roll up in my mouth. Go on.
That nickname was supposed to be private.
19
Shut
hits.
up. So, 9 from the first one.
All right. Hang on. It's ew, it's 9. Okay, it's still going.
Cool. All right. So this and 8 from the second one.
All right. Second one drops it, and as it falls, you hear this like whisper on the wind saying, "I will return for you, Alexi." And Alexi's lying there with the waves lapping up against his body.
Max will whisper back, "He can't hear you because he's unconscious."
Riki's going to go pick Alexi up out of the water.
Okay. And we'll drop out of combat there. Alexi's unconscious. Do I need to ask him to make death saves, or is someone going to do something about it?
I'll
Alexi, make a
heal
death. Oh, there we go. Someone said something.
I'll
Don't
yell
know,
at
he
him.
kind of did this to himself.
I'm just going to yell at Alexi's unconscious form. Go, do I have permission to touch you?
Okay. And that's the end of that. Now I just need to give me a couple of minutes, guys. I need to go grab something. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves.
So that
Liliana
healing for me.
slaps Alexia in the face and uses a 5th level spell, and she's like, "Get up!"
Slaps him as she heals him.
That's a very aggressive touch.
I like it.
Grab him by the collar of the shirt, pull his head up, give him one across the cheek. Bang! 32 hit points back.
Ow! Do you have to be so aggressive?
Yes. A good slap in the face wakes everyone up and it makes them on edge, especially needed in combat.
Everybody's got a plan till they get punched in the face.
I take it that was your brother?
Yeah, that was him.
Lindsay, how much do you know about revenants?
I understand that they are pretty angry spirits, usually ones that can't rest.
Can you blame him? Alexi's his brother.
I do think they only rest after they've killed their target of hatred. Just speculate.
Okay, so Linda, Alexia, we let him kill you and then we revive you once he's passed on.
No, I'm not letting him pass on. This was done against his will. I'm bringing him back.
Liliana looks
to
to
bring
Linda and is like, do you think a greater restoration could help it?
I'm not too sure.
Not like there's a manual on these things.
You could see if there's anything in the what's that place called? Not the library. We have a guild hall. It's got a ton of books.
Sorry.
Okay.
I think
Alright.
Horwitz might be right, though. There could be an actual, at least verse or chapter written in some sort of text in the church, maybe, about it.
Not sure if a small church in the middle of Ireland's gonna have something on reverence, but
It's a long shot, but we can always check.
Remember, one of those houses was Renarsh's. Who knows what she had in that house?
Sorry, what are you guys looking to do?
I'm just talking about Dixie's brother, what we know
inside
about.
someone's house.
Yeah, okay. Well, Alexi did some research before, and what he basically knows is that his brother was raised as this creature called a revenant. Now he's just been defeated, but his soul won't go to rest. His soul will likely now enter another body and just keep coming back and trying to get Alexi. Now that goes on for a year. And if he doesn't manage to defeat or destroy Alexi by then, his soul will disappear forever. There's no real way of getting this back apart from something like a wish. But basically, what you'd have to do is once his body gets defeated, like just happened then, you'd have to find some way of maybe trying to capture or contain his soul before it can go off and to get into another body. And then once you've got his soul contained, you might be able to do something about, using some sort of powerful magic like a wish to bring him back.
What could contain a soul?
I believe they're called soul cages. Quite nasty bits of work.
But I'm assuming we don't really have access to one.
We'll have to try and find one. Will he come back like within 24 hours to a body that's like relatively close, or like is it completely random, or
That
There's bodies on this island, technically.
It goes
that's
to
what I'm saying.
another body somewhere on the same plane as Alexi.
So it could literally be next to us, could be on the other side of the planet. Is that what you're saying?
Let's go with that.
Was the body we just fought like his original body?
That was his original body, yes.
Yeah.
Can I try and divine sense to see
Sorry,
if I
buddy.
get an idea of where the soul went? Maybe if that works, or if it doesn't, I'll just reach out and see if I can tell where it's gone. Or not.
It'll be
Um,
back. We don't have to search
no.
for it if we know it's coming. We just have to be ready when it's here.
I just want to get an idea of which direction the soul went, looking for a body if I can.
No, you can't get any idea.
Okay.
But what Mariki says is insightful. Alexi feels.
Wait, what did Mariki say?
We don't
It's
have
a
to worry
drug.
about where he is. We know he's coming. We just have to be ready when he comes.
Yeah, well, I already knew that. Why do you think I built my house the way I did?
Okay.
Yeah, anyway, Alexi will pick up his brother's body and he'll take it to where his place is for a burial.
Oh.
Would you want any assistance with the burial, Alexi?
Yeah, you're better at these things than I am, so help would be great.
It would. Happy to put my expertise to use.
Okay, and
Do
you
you
take him
Do
to.
you want?
Go ahead.
Do you want to make sure that his body doesn't rot if you want to try and bring him back to life?
Can you do that? I don't know how long it'll be till we are able to bring him back, but how long are you able to stop rot?
About 10 days at a time.
A weekend at Bernie's thing going on here.
I think it's best to just let him rest. Or at least this version of him. I don't even know. Magic is confusing.
Okay, so you guys,
Just-
sorry, go ahead.
Just as a side note, Alexi, while I understand it's probably not the most desirable, I'm sure Liliana...
We're not bringing him back as a zombie.
No. I don't practice necromancy. I
Could have
was
fooled
more
me.
thinking, would you want to communicate with him? I do have the ability to allow you to speak with your brother. He could ask you you could ask him questions.
Pretty sure as a revenant, he can't exactly be talked to the dead.
Yeah, because it doesn't have a soul.
I mean, we can try, but I honestly wouldn't even know what to ask him.
Alexi had that note from his brother that pretty much explained
Yeah.
most
that
of it
note
anyway,
from
you
the-
think? Which he wrote before he became a revenant.
I'd only really ask him like if he knew anything about the wish spell or where
Well,
we could find something like that.
Well, the wish spell was something that you could find, but it's probably the first step would be to try and find a way to stop his soul from, or to stop capture his soul after you defeat him the next time, should he show up again. Sorry, when he shows up again.
I like Liz's comment. I don't do necromancy. Shows spell 3rd level necromancy.
So
Necromancy's okay.
Yeah, we can give it a shot if you want, but I wouldn't know what to ask.
So the thing out of all that is you might want to research how you might be able to capture a soul.
Yeah, he was pretty smart with arcane matters, my brother, but I don't know if he'd know much about capturing a soul.
We could see if there's anything in the guild hall library.
So just as a side note, the Speak with the Dead spell doesn't say anything about bringing their soul back. It just says it sort of mimics. So it's not your brother's soul, but it's just a mimic of his soul knows what his body knows.
Yeah, it's more like muscle memory or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
It also doesn't have to tell the truth, does it? Or doesn't have to answer at all.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
something like that.
Would
Give
it
it a
be angry
draw,
at
so
him too?
probably-
Because the Revenant's angry at him?
The Revenant isn't angry at him. Well, I'll let Alexi. I'm not sure. You remember the story, don't you, Alexi? What happened? Or
Oh, vaguely. It's been a
so
while.
it was.
Was
His
this before you started
father,
drinking? No.
his father did it. Their father did it to Alexi's
The
brother.
law can't just drop that on us.
I thought I had family problems.
Yeah, no, because I was sent for the inheritance as sort of like a ransom for my brother.
Yeah, but his father had already planned to just get rid of the both of them because they were too much trouble.
Well, I kind of.
He's
Yeah, I
some
can
sort of
see
crime
his
lord.
point of
I think
view.
it was some sort of crime lord. I think he was, or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So,
Don't revenants just go after the person who killed them though? So
well,
Alexi didn't kill
that's
him.
a. If you're reading one out of a monster manual, that's probably how it does. But this one has been created to go after Alexi.
Okay. Would if we went after Alexi's dad? Well, I'll just ask Alexi.
Well,
If we kill your dad, will that end
Oh,
whatever's?
I
Yeah.
wouldn't have a clue if it would. It might, but I don't know where he is now.
Hmm.
Liliana looks at her known spells, is like, I do have scrying. Actually, divine intervention. Hey, can you kill Marie? Alexi's dead for us.
Hmm.
yeah. Okay, so it's kind of late morning. And yeah, you can decide what you're gonna do. I think so you can either keep looking for
Well-
something now about that, keep put it in the back burner and do something else.
What's the go with all these peeps?
Yeah, we should help these
What's-
others.
Okay,
what's-
yeah,
what's
well,
the deal?
they're there.
What's
They're
the
there.
deal
Hi,
with airline food?
hi, small
Okay,
child. Max
so
will walk
they-
over and like awkwardly pat one on the head.
They tell you that they were on a boat and they were out at sea and they started getting tailed by another boat, and it was, as they got close, they could see that there were these undead sailors on there, and they were, spent quite some hours trying to outrun them, which they were doing, but then the storm hit, and it smashed up both of their ships, and lots of people have died. There's just these few survivors. And they've been washed up here, and then obviously some of these undead creatures got washed up as well, which you appear to have dispatched of.
Congratulations, you're being conscripted into the island serfdom.
Welcome to Fleck.
Get to work. No. Okay. Cool. Well, yep. Come to the island, and we'll find space for them.
All right, and they come up and accept aid from people and so forth.
I
They're
do
very
want to
generous.
talk to each of them, where they're from, what their names are, because we've had people we didn't want on this island attack us before. So, especially after Mariki got jumped on his date, I want to make sure that we kind of vet as good as we can all these people.
So those people that jumped Marika on his date came through a portal, not on a boat or anything. But yeah, so these people just seem like travelers. Some of them are sailors. They were heading for Alisam and were blown off course, and then all these other things happened to them. So
Mariki's
they
the
just-
official head of immigration.
yeah, they appear to be, genuine shipwrecked people. Yeah.
Cool.
So
Cool.
there's that.
Is that more people?
Is it still raining?
The storm's blown over for the most part.
Was there anything interesting in the water?
Um,
Did we
no.
search the shipwreck? No.
Yeah, well, there's only like bits and pieces of flotsam there, so you don't really find anything of
Nothing
value.
useful for Cothrym to like add stuff to, like weapons or anything to the ship.
No, not really.
Cannon? No.
No, it was these guys were just on a merchant ship, not any sort of warship or anything like that.
Damn it.
Okay, so Cothrem kind of comes in as he's checking on the. He checks on his boat, and a few things are broken, and he fixes them up. And then you see he's got he starts walking back up, and he's got like a few scroll cases under his arms, and he says, "I got some maps of Dark House if you want to have a look at them."
Yes.
Yes.
Am I allowed up to the tavern again?
You
Oof.
don't have to ask.
Oh, okay, thank you. And he heads up to the tavern with you guys.
Are there enough boat bits in the water to build a new one?
You don't think so, no?
Okay.
A ship of Theseus, perhaps.
Okay,
Glad
let's
someone
go.
got that joke.
Sorry, I missed that. What was
If
it?
only we had a swan boat.
A ship of Theseus, perhaps.
Ship of Theseus. No, I don't get it.
No, it's a. I'll tell you later. It's fine.
Theseus is paradox.
Okay, so you head to the tavern, and Cothrem comes along, and he's got some maps. Now he starts laying them out on the table. I really wish I could have done this like one of the Star Wars, sort of things, but I can't. Okay, but he rolls this out for you guys to start with. He says, "This is Dark House. It's a wizard used to live there. Some guy called Meldon, but he went off on an adventure at some stage and he never returned. So the kobolds inhabited it, but they found some of them found some of Meldon's stuff and caused some sort of massive explosion inside the tower, and wiped out any remnants of whatever the wizard had left behind in there. It's built on a cliff, and there's a couple of large highways that lead off to some bigger kobold settlements. And in and around those rocks and stuff up above there's lots of kobold stragglers who don't have places, and they just kind of eke out an existence in and around those rocks. So it's kind of swarming with random kobolds, that top level there. The cliff is about 100 feet above sea level, and the tower reaches up another 60 or 80 feet up above that, and also down to the sea. Now, when whatever happened in the tower happened, it created a massive explosion, and basically half the tower got melted, and a bunch of like rock got melted in around it as well. So it's almost like the tower's part of the mountain now. But from what Cothrem remembers, it's pretty much hollow inside. Now he says that he left about 5 years ago, and there's a potential that some of this stuff may have changed since then. So
This would be the port tower, right?
So that one there is the main tower, which is kind of where a lot of the kobolds congregate. So they swarm in and up and around that tower, because that tower is where I'll show you in a minute some other levels. It's where you get between levels. So like it's kind of like a junction point. So
Where would the sacrificial stuff be taking place? Like outside or underneath?
Inside, underneath, which I'll
Inside,
show you in a
okay.
minute. Yeah. So the idea being is someone would want to create a distraction out here to get the kobolds, as many kobolds as possible, out of that main tower, and then someone inside would seal that tower somehow, and then the person outside will need to keep the kobolds on the run somehow, or keep them busy, or distracted, I guess is the main thing, for as long as possible, so they don't try and get back in.
Is Dark House the island name?
Yes.
So that Prinzam and Greedog, that's towns
correct.
On the island. So does he have a map of the whole island or just this part?
Just this part, but what is it about the rest of the island that you'd like to know?
Just a map of it. It's all good. It's cool.
Yep.
It's not relevant then.
So he says, where we'd enter is the port level. Let me show you that. There. So we'd have to get in there, dock the boat. Now, we could probably get in, dock the boat, but as soon as we start doing anything, it would almost immediately raise some sort of alarm. So that guard tower in the cave port guard tower, someone's going to, or that's going to need to be neutralised. There'll probably be between a dozen and 20 kobolds in there, and they'll need to be taken out or stopped. Otherwise, they can bring up these big nets to block off the exit of the cave, and then it'll be very difficult to escape potentially, or made more difficult. So someone will need to. You can enter the tower from there. So that's one way to get into the main tower. To block it off from the inside maybe once the kobolds have been distracted and left. But also off to the left there's a whole bunch of warrens, and they are another route for kobolds to get to the cities through the ground. Now they're all small little caves and stuff like that that would be difficult for a human to get through, or someone humanoid size, but definitely kobolds can get through, and if they can't get through the other way, they would definitely start trying to come through that way. So that's where potentially that's kind of like the highways that will need to be held off to stop kobolds from coming through there and thwarting any sort of activity that's going on. Up one level onto the temple level. So you gain access to this temple level via the tower, like the wizard's tower, and yeah, you can see everything there. The sacrifices would happen in the temple, and the reason why it's worthwhile attacking on the night of the sacrifice is because we're not really sure where he would, where Lil Fangface would be held before then. But on the night, he must be being held in here somewhere, and likely probably the prison. Getting to the prison would be hard because that's going to be full of kobolds. So, or it's likely to be full of kobolds. So, either someone will need to, find some way of getting through there without being detected. I don't think fighting your way through would be a real option because you'll just get overwhelmed. But there's one other thing which I'm not sure may help you. Inside the tower, when I was the engineer there, we had to block off some exits, and the reason for that was there was some natural caves above the temple level, like this. Now, there's a potential that those caves could be used to get down to the temple level. If someone was able to get in there and get to a point where they could, use some sort of magic, some of your magic to, I don't know, pass through the ground or get through to an area or something like that. Or one option is I can help you create some little bang barrels, which might help you be able to explode your way through some stone. But once you do that, obviously people are going to know you're there, but it might help you do it. So
those are pretty narrow hallways. So once we have a little Fang Face, if we could back out, like if we can blow some of those tunnels by the viewing platform towards the waiting chamber, they couldn't follow.
Potentially, yes, that might help. But there's lots of places that kobolds can get in and out to where you're going to be. So you have to make sure you've got all the choke points blocked off. So Cothrum's idea is you'd go to the port. Someone would neutralise the guard tower, so you'll be able to make an escape.
Mhm.
Someone's obviously making a distraction upstairs to pull all of the kobolds out of the main tower. Someone will need to get into the main tower and seal it off and hold it in case anyone tries to get in there. Someone would need to go and find Little Fangface in the temple area and get him out.
So with the
Uh,
levels, so you've got ground level
Uh-huh.
and Dark House level 1. Is that directly underneath?
Sorry, yeah,
underneath ground level?
ground level is like the top level, so that should probably be level 4, really.
So ground, yeah. So ground. So
The port is the bottom level. Then the next level
Bottom?
up is
Then-
the temple. The next level up after
And
that
then
is the little caves, and then the top level is the ground level.
Okay, but so where are the caves blocked off from? Are they blocked the little? So on map 3.
So yeah, what I haven't got for you is, well, what Cothrun doesn't have is a map of the inside of the Wizard's Tower. But what he can tell you about that is that basically there's the kobolds built a rough staircase, like it's effectively a hollow tower, and they've built a rough staircase going around the circumference of the tower to go up, and it circles around. And as it circles around, there's an exit on the northwest. So the first exit would be where you'd get in from the port. The next exit is where you get into the temple. The third level is where there are exits to the caves there, but they have been blocked off. But he could let you know where they are. So you could again find some way to cleverly pass through them, or potentially blow your way through them.
Okay. Okay. Oh.
So what do you think?
Does anyone have a job that they know they want to? I'm going to assume Sparrow's going to the temple for Little Fang to find Little Fangface. I'm going to bet we can't argue that because that's what he's going to do.
Can we try and get him to stay behind?
I said we can use
him
him for some, but I don't know if we're going to be able to deviate him.
Sparrow should be the distraction. He should do his mating dance for the kobolds.
That's cool and unusual.
Yeah, he said he said, like I think Mariki said, he's going for the temple. He's going to go find Little Fangface. That's what.
Okay, so he's going to be of no use to us.
He might be a distraction.
He's
going to get
well, he said, I think the talk before was that maybe there will be a team that will be looking for Fangface, and he's going to be part of that team. So it doesn't necessarily be he'll be the only one doing it, but he wants to be part of that part. Yeah.
Can anyone else be invisible or stealthy at least?
I mean, I can be a kobold.
Can you handle Sparrow in that situation?
Can anyone?
Nope.
The other thing Cothrun reminds you of is that once an alarm gets raised, you've probably got a minute or two before, despite any of your attempts, it's probably going to be an overwhelming number of kobolds busting through somehow. Because
can we just knock Sparrow out, like on the way there?
I can put him to sleep.
Like we could have like a toast, like a celebratory toast, and drug his ass.
I mean,
Cothrun says, "Look, I think you're going to have to find a way to allow Sparrow to be involved. He's not going to take it well if you guys do something like that and
is he going to go rogue though?
Well, let me put it this way: if you guys do something like that and it doesn't work, he'll never ever forgive you guys. And you guys might think that's
he
okay.
already hates us. I don't think it's going to change much.
I mean,
I'm all for saving the kid. As for Sparrow, I don't care about Sparrow, but I'm not going to let that kid suffer because his dad's a dick.
Sparrow can sacrifice himself heroically, and we'll just say that he took it off and ruin his memory.
I just don't want him to raise the alarm.
I think Sparrow's main priority will be to extract Little Fangface, but the point is, it's not going to be Sparrow. Before long, the alarm's just going to get raised. I'm not sure. I can't see a way. Well, unless you guys have come up with something clever, I can't see a way that you're going to be able to spend more than, 30 seconds or so without being noticed by the guards.
Yeah,
And
true.
then they'll raise the alarm. So then it's just a matter of punching in a bit more quickly.
Liliana is good to be the distraction out the front or be the one that holds the tower. Put her somewhere where she's going to be doing a lot of fighting.
We need to come up with a good enough distraction.
I could summon... No, that requires gold. Well, what would kobolds most likely be distracted by?
A celestial, just saying.
I don't have enough money because there's certain kobolds being taken at all.
We did get 4,000 gold for that dagger of venom. We do have some money.
I thought that was put towards the town treasury, but if the town's willing to hand it over, I could summon a celestial out the front of the tower, distract all the goblins, and take as many as I can with me.
I don't know. Could do that.
Still do the sexy female kobold.
I don't want to be a sexy female kobold.
I don't think that would be a good enough distraction, though.
I don't think that's enough to get everyone out. I mean, I like the idea of summoning the thing, but do we want to? Isn't that? Do we want to maybe use that when we need it more? I don't know.
Can you make the
Well-
celestial whatever you want?
You call forth a split managed in an angelic form. Step look. I think it just says in an angelic form. So I don't know if I can pick what it looks like.
Okay.
And the other thing Cothrem says is, don't forget you're going to all want to escape afterwards, so you have to work out how you're going to do that too.
Yeah.
I'll die in glorious combat.
I mean,
Let's try to have no one die if we can.
let's try to have no one die.
Well, you wouldn't be dead for long, at least.
Uh,
Yeah,
fair.
if I
Assuming you can recover the body.
assuming that someone practices necromancy.
Or enough of it. Yeah.
I don't know. This is like a lot. I think. So we need 3 teams, really, don't we? We need the distraction team, the extraction team, and the exit, like holding the
need a
exit
lot more
open
than
team.
that because we gotta clear the tower, we gotta hold the roads, we gotta lock down the main tower, and we gotta find little Fangface.
Need at least 4.
Linza, you and me can use Scrying. We can locate where Fangface is actually being held.
I don't actually know the scrying spell.
You should. It's something that clerics get at level 10.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm level 8 and level 2 druid.
She's like, I guess I'm gonna be the one to locate Fangface.
Have you seen Fangface before?
Nope, but if you describe me well enough, or you have something that he is held last that I can concentrate on.
There's Kaz, and there's that doll that was left in Sparrow's house. That doll was little Fangface's.
That'll do.
One that looks like Snorsk.
That'll do something that they've held that I can concentrate on, and I can try and find them.
It did look like Snusk. He called it Little Dickhead.
Is anyone else in the town willing? Like, are they willing and able to help, or nah? We put the word out.
Yeah. Most of these people have been pretty helpful so far. In what way do you need? Are you asking for help, or do you need help?
Like either with planning or with like resources, like explosives.
Well, Cothrem has said he can make you some
He can
things.
make some.
Yep.
Yeah. What about Mrs. Goodrot? Has she got anything that might help?
Uh,
Goodrot.
go see her. You can go see her and ask, but you probably don't think that she had anything really that was down that line. Your best bet will be whatever Cothrem can provide. You think?
Okay. Okay.
If Cothram could make something like a Greek fire projector or something, anything like that, we could draw them out with an attack. They'd come out to defend themselves or their town.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess that's something that would work. If you're right, if you make enough of a to do up on the top of the cliffs, there, they're going to come out to try and stop you.
Where do we want to draw? Is that where we want to draw them out to? We want to draw them up.
Yeah, because if you can draw them out
from
there
the
up at the top
guard
from the guard tower, then seal the guard tower from inside, and then there. Otherwise, the guard tower is going to be over, swarming with kobolds, and you're not going to be able to move between the levels to get where you need to get to.
So how will they get up to the top? So they'll get up to the top from the old wizard's tower, yeah? Is that
Sorry?
how they get up? So do they get up?
How do the kobolds get up top? Yeah, they can move in between all of those levels from inside that wizard's tower.
From inside the wizard's tower. So they would leave the guard tower.
Yes. Out to come outside.
To go up in the wizard's tower, and they would come out of the wizard's tower.
Hang on, no, there's some kobolds inside the cave port tower, the little tower inside the port. There's 12 or 20 guards in there, and then inside the wizard's tower, there's probably hundreds of kobolds.
Okay, but if we can create a distraction and draw the ones out from in the wizard's tower, we're not going to have much time. Once we get in with the guard tower, we're going to have to defeat them pretty quickly to be able to seal the wizard's tower from.
So the main reason you need to take the guard tower out inside the port is so that there's nothing to stop the boat from leaving. So you don't need to, you'd be able to get someone to go into the guard tower, the guard port tower, and someone to go off to the wizard's tower at the same time, effectively, if you wanted to.
Yeah. So how do we get people into the wizard's tower? So we get people into the wizard's tower we can get in there from that level though, can't we?
From the port level. You can get into the wizard's tower from all of those levels.
From each level.
The wizard tower is like a hallway. We just need to control the hallway.
Yeah, it's like a vertical hallway.
Yeah, no, I get that, but because we need to draw everyone out and then close it behind them. So we need to
so someone
them out the top.
Someone on the outside would have to distract them to get them to come out, and then someone from the would have to go into the inside and then seal that exit so they can't
into the inside. And the only way you can get into the wizard's tower, I know you can get into the wizard's tower from every level, but the only way to get in it from outside the island is to go through that port. Correct. Or to go through the ground level. Yeah. Right, so we need to simultaneously have people distracting at the top, and at the same time have someone else go in at the port level.
Well, you'd want the distraction happening around him at the same time that you guys are arriving at the port, if not beforehand.
So we could start off with kind of two teams. Like if the people that are doing the distracting go, obviously, to the top.
Could just wing it.
But no. We barely got out last time because we just wanged it. Just winged it.
But you still made it out anyway.
Barely. So how many
tasks do we have? Mandatory tasks. How many do we need? We need a distraction. We need the port tower. We need the main tower. We need to find Little Fang Face. We need to hold off the highway. That's 5. There's 7 of us. That gives us 3 teams of 1 and 2 teams of 2. That's all we can afford. We can't split it more than that.
Oh yeah, but basically, so the first team is going to have to be at the top doing all the distracting while all the other teams come in through the port, and then the people that are doing it's so annoying that you guys can't see what I'm pointing at on the actual maps.
Cothrem says, probably one of you should be able to get away with creating the distraction, right? All you need to do is is get the kobolds out and then keep them distracted or on the run or something like that away from the tower.
Could you be the distraction if I'm in the boat, like shooting something so they come out after you?
No, because you want them to get up on the top of the thing, and the boat will be under the port.
Because we need the boat from his boat to get into the tower.
Yeah.
Okay, then how do we get people on the island without his boat being there? How do we get the people there?
Well, someone would have to either climb up or fly up or something like that.
Got a.
Misty step.
I could. Me or Kevik have the cloaks. I could cloak up, or Kevik cloak up, or we could give the cloaks to whoever needs to cloak up.
Just remember, you have to escape somehow as well.
Okay.
But yeah, these are all things that you can use. But I'm just making you aware that you need to escape, because I think what we'll have to do is, we'll all know when the alarm starts. Once the alarm starts, we'll have to have a timer, and on that timer, we'll have to have the boat leave. Otherwise, we'll all get stuck.
I'd like to have sending stones too, if we could
And-
have them, so we could contact each other during the whole operation.
He says, even if some people can't make it out, it would be better for some of us to get out and then maybe have some sort of chance of rescuing them rather than us all getting captured, because that would be far harder to escape from.
Okay, we need to decide who's going to do the distraction then.
Liana will again raise her hand.
Do you want to do the thing with the thing?
Can either summon the Celestial, or I can be the one that holds the tower. Put me in a place where I can just basically.
So Cotham says, well, look, I think whoever's doing the distraction, I think your first question is how are you going to get up there and how are you going to get back down?
Or would someone who's very fast on their feet and very agile looks to Alexia?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Okay. If you
Maybe your brother will come back and he can help with the distraction.
Yeah.
If I gave you a cloak to do the dimension door, you could get up there. And if you jumped off, because haven't you got something like feather fall or something?
I'll be fine without the cloak. You use the cloak to get out when, if
Okay.
someone needs it to get Fangface out, use it then.
Okay.
If that's the fact, then Liliana will hold the tower from the inside.
The wizard's tower or the guard tower?
Mariki can do the port tower.
Can I ask Cothram how we would seal the entrances into the Wizard's Tower? Like, does he know if there's any way it can be blocked off?
Oh, there's a door, and yeah, it will probably be able to be
Blocked from
sealed
the
or
inside?
barred or something from the inside. But when hundreds of kobolds start trying to bash it back down, they'll eventually be able to break their way back in.
Yeah.
Unless you guys have got something else, some other way to stop it, from being broken into. But I guess the best idea would be to keep them from trying to do that for as long as possible.
Yeah, just thinking like when we're talking about holding the Wizard's Tower, there's 4 levels. So there's 4 points in there that we're going to have to potentially defend.
No, because if they all run out the bottom, then we just have to block off the bottom. They can't get up to the other levels.
But there's an
At least
entry
not
on every other
immediately.
level.
We're technically getting them to run out the top. So the ground level is technically actually the top level.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys will come out at the port level, and you'll have that held effectively by.
And we're assuming there's no one on any other levels when we get there.
Well, there'll be
So, like
some.
the temples.
We can handle stragglers.
So we have
Yeah.
to go. So whoever distracts them is going to be on the ground level, and then whoever comes in from the ports will be some people holding off the guard tower, and the other team will have to run up the wizard's tower up 3 levels. Up 3 levels, yeah. To
To do
the
what?
top
Sorry?
level, to the top level, to block the door from the
Oh,
inside
yes,
so they can't
yes.
get back in.
That's right.
And
yeah.
then maybe go back down at level 3 with those tunnels So that level is between the ground level
And the temple
and
level.
the temple level.
Once they're out the top, could we destroy some of their makeshift stairs so they literally couldn't get down that way? Like if we take out 10 or 15 feet of their little staircase, they can get through that top door all they want. They can't descend any farther unless they can fly or fall.
It's not a terrible idea.
How heavy? Sorry, how heavy are the barrels that Cotherham can make? Like, are they like carryable up 3 flights of stairs easily or not?
Yeah, I can make you some little like barrels that won't be too big at all. Really, I could probably make you. Oh, I could probably get 10 or so together by the time we leave. Hogsheads.
Okay.
You know, they might be powerful enough to blast through, 5 feet of rock.
That would take out stairs.
Mm.
We need to block off the tunnels on the third level. You know, that'd be.
There's too many tunnels.
Aren't they
Yeah,
already blocked
There's only
off?
one.
And we need to unblock
Didn't he
them
say
so
there
that
were
we can
lots
use
of
them?
little tunnels the goblins could or the kobolds could come through?
So yes, from the kind of underground highways, the Warrens. In the Warrens.
So we need to block that off as well. So whoever empties the guard tower and stays down there to block off that entrance, the little tunnels.
It might need someone doing like that.
And then if they take out the stairs all the way back down to the bottom, then they really can't get down too easily. Even through the warrants, they get to the door and then there'd be no way down.
Well, if I'm the one distracting and get everyone out of the tower, or I can just wait a few minutes for them to come out, I can then run back to the door and then bomb the door and the stairs on my way down.
Do you think you could outrun them?
Yes, he could.
I'm pretty sure I can outrun pretty much
Yeah.
anything except for that busybody.
It would only be the numbers that would be a concern. Cotherham says they could be swarming
There'd
from
be so
everywhere.
many in his way, though. He couldn't
Yeah.
possibly.
You really need to get that door sealed as soon as possible. And yeah, whether that's yourself, like running around and coming back and doing it, or someone else from the inside, one way or another, that probably needs to be sealed to at least. Because if there's an opening, kobolds will start pouring out of anywhere that you won't even notice and start getting through it. We're tricky little buggers.
Like there would be like a lever or something that we can pull that's just going to close the door, right?
It's probably more like just mechanical. You have to just like shut it.
Yeah,
But there'd be some sort of locking mechanism. But again, they don't normally worry too much about or they're not too concerned about attacks from anything other than other kobolds. So it's not going to be a huge nasty door, but it will be. They'll be able to bash it down because again there'll be the weighted numbers like ants. But the temple could be an issue because the priests live on the temple and they have their temple guards, and there could be a number of those. So a frontal assault on the temple might not be the best way to find Little Fangface. But
so
at
we
the
should
same
try
time,
and use the tunnels on level 3.
well, maybe someone could again kind of do some sort of assault on the temple, to create some sort of distraction there, and someone could potentially go in through those tunnels on level 3 and somehow get their way down into the temple level, closer to the prison or somewhere where they think Little Fangface might be.
Okay, Sparrow can be invisible.
But again, sorry, just one last thing. Again, you have to be mindful that once you're in where you are, you potentially were not going to have much time to get out. You have to have some way of getting out, either quickly or efficiently. Sorry, Marie,
Sparrow
go ahead.
invisible and Max can turn into a cobalt. They could walk in and not alert any alarms.
This is
Could
true.
they not?
Sparrow can turn invisible, yes.
And if Max could look like a cobalt, they could just walk in, find him, and find an excuse to walk him right back out.
Yeah, I mean that will probably last for a while. but I don't think it'd be. Well, I think it would. There'll be a pretty high risk that the gig will be ended because they're all fanatics in there. So like church fanatics sort of thing. So they probably know each other. So as soon as some conversations start up, I think there'd be a pretty high chance of you being found out. But you know, if you can avoid that, then yeah, for sure.
I mean, I can give it a go.
Would you be more comfortable with somebody with melee with you that could fight, or would you be comfortable going in by yourself?
No, I
'Cause
could go.
if
I
you're
could
going by
go in.
yourself, you'd
I
be
could
by
go in with
yourself.
Sparrow.
Well, Sparrow says, yeah, I'll come in invisible. I can do that.
Sparrow would abandon you for Little Fangface in a second. I'm not willing to make
I
that
know.
step.
I know, but I've got my cloak, so could potentially. Dimension door out. So
How far
pretty
can you
good.
get with that? It's like 500 feet.
500 feet, so I should be able to at least dimension door down to the. If I've been somewhere and I know where I'm going, I could dimension door down to like the ground level, the level 1, like the port entrance.
At least back to the main tower, which we're holding. So
So and Gotham says, just be aware that these maps are probably about 5 years old, so they should be pretty accurate, but maybe some things have changed since I've been there.
Okay.
So whilst all I'm saying is that I wouldn't use these maps to try and teleport somewhere because it might not be that that's a free space
Okay.
until you've been there yourself and then had a look, and then of course you can do whatever you like.
So it would be good to do a preemptive scry, if possible. Have a look around.
Yeah. If we could.
if they
Yeah.
have some kind of security, though, could they tell someone was scrying on them, and that might make them increase their defenses?
But if we do
No,
it like a
only
week ahead,
only the person who's been scryed on can. I don't know that there's. I don't think there's a way to know if someone is being scryed on.
what's the range on that?
I'll check.
Yeah. If you could scry the actual location of Fangface, that would be handy.
Gotham says again, you'll probably need to do that on the day because you'll probably get moved somewhere,
Yeah.
you know, for the ritual.
I definitely can't do it today because I don't have it prepared.
But I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
if you did it today, you're going to find him somewhere, and it's not going to be where he is when you.
No,
when
I
all this
can't do
goes
it
down.
today. I haven't got it prepared.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, Alexi, you're going to be the distraction.
Yeah.
What
Give
are
me
we
a
gonna-
barrel of that gunpowder crap and I'll make it work.
Okay.
What's your plan to empty the guardhouse?
Blow stuff up, I think.
Yeah, I'll make it up as I go along.
And if we close the door, how do you get back down?
I can just scale the mountainside, or I don't know. I can.
Cliff diving.
Yeah. There's surely another way from the roof to the maybe to the cave.
And I'm picturing
I could
Lord
jump off.
Farquaad's teeth all over again.
That went off without a hitch, and I was the only one that was doing the boat. You guys were all up there. It was just me, Captain Morgan, and Callium.
And you
Miss
jumped
Very
off the
Dear.
top of the keep to avoid being captured. I remember.
I didn't jump off the top of the keep.
Oh, that was actually me.
I went to the elevator. I took the elevator down and lifted
Wait,
the
didn't
gate.
we
so
do a
could get the
similar
boat.
thing where someone jumped off the cape?
Everybody else had to jump off the top. Okay.
Look, that was a very poorly formed plan. We didn't really plan that one. We actually have time to plan this one. Let's forget the other one. Let's move on.
But no, I can distract
I'm
them
just
long enough
trying
for you
to
guys
say-
to get up there and lock the door, and then jump off to the cave port entrance.
I just want to make sure everybody has a way out. That's what I want to make sure.
I mean, you're pretty adept at like swimming and stuff like that. So could you actually? How high did you say the cliff was?
About 100 feet.
So you could jump that, right?
How much damage would that do? Like
into
out
the-
of game?
If you're jumping into the water,
10d6.
Die 6. Yeah.
10d6.
even into the water.
I can survive that, I reckon.
You are a monk. You're not affected by like falling. Pretty sure.
No, I can only absorb
You
so
can
much
mitigate
damage.
50 points, I think. So
Right now, I think it's 50 points. Yeah, I can reduce my damage by 50 from falling. 10d6. Max roll is 60.
So you'll
So
be okay.
yeah, I'll be fine. I can make that fall.
All right. So you distract them, and then jump off the side of the cliff. Swan dive.
it's not a
Rest of
good
us- rest
plan.
It's
What do you
a
mean?
fine
It's a great plan.
For once, we
I-
actually agree.
I will need a couple of those bombs, and I have a plan to use them.
That terrifies me even more.
Because we also need to block the 2 roads, yeah? Or nah?
So, okay, hang on. We've got about 10 minutes left. Okay, so if we go through the check, we've got the distraction, which you've assigned to Alexi at the moment. Then when you hit the port, someone's going to have to go into the little cave tower there, like to stop to
I'll
neutralize
take
it.
the cave tower.
So that's going to be Mariki's going to go in there and take out the kobolds in there to allow you guys to be able to escape in the boat. Then you have to have someone holding the entrance to the Warrens. So, or a group, or one person at least, holding that entrance to the Warrens, because kobolds are going to start swarming through there once the alarm
Can we
gets raised.
blow those entrances up as well? Since the alarm's going to be blown anyway.
There's the explosives you've got aren't strong enough to do
That's
that.
what I was
And
asking
there's
before about.
and there's like multiple Warrens there, like probably over 20 or 30 holes.
So maybe that's a.
We
Maybe
could blow the
that's-
stairs descending down.
But it
Maybe
is
that's-
one small choke point where someone could stand and hold off probably the kobolds as they come through. Someone or a group of people.
Maybe that could be like Kervik and maybe Snusk, like to spelling, or
Yeah, it could work.
Liliana. And once whoever is it, Mariki's going to do the guard tower,
You can come out and back up when it's
can
cleared.
come out and if Mariki and Liliana both go into the guard tower and clear that out, and then they can come and back you up.
Yeah, because we could totally disable the device that raises the gate, and then we could leave.
And then, like, once that's cleared, that's cleared.
Yeah, that guard tower, that's like a 2 or 3 level tower as well. That little tower, so
Okay.
it's not going to take just like a few moments to neutralize it. You're going to have to fight your way to the controls there and
So,
then
but
take
while
them out.
while someone's doing that, someone's got to go up the wizard's tower as well to block off the inside of the wizard's tower.
Uh-huh.
I think that's a job for 2 people.
So who's going to do that? Because that could be me. And
Do we need to block the wizard's tower at this level?
No, but like
No,
we have to
you
run.
have to go
We
on
have
the
to get in this level, and we have to run up the top to block it. And that could be like me, Sparrow, and either Snusk if he doesn't want to do the. If he doesn't want to do the
Then who looks for little
Warren
Fang
thing.
Face?
Well, we block it off and then we go look for Fangface. Or Sparrow can go straight looking for Fangface since he's invisible. Like, can Sparrow go find, like, do you think you, like, turn to Sparrow, do you think you can find Fangface and, like, get out
Well,
by yourself, or do you need one of us with you?
I think as much help. That's the prime goal to find Fangface. So I think as many people doing that as needs to be to make sure it works is important.
Okay.
Because there's the front entrance to the temple that someone could go in to sort of I guess distract the priests and get them held up, but then someone should probably go in those tunnels and scoot around as fast as they can to get in somewhere and get into the prison, I think.
Okay. Oh, we don't have enough people.
So if I could
There's
clear
so
the
many
tower, I
things.
could come up and hold the main tower once the guard tower is clear. But I need time to clear that tower.
So, to have the checklist here right in front of me.
The things that take the longest, we might need to put more people on.
We've got
So if that-
distraction. We've got guard tower.
Also, once the distraction starts upstairs, we could cloak into the tower and then start blocking each level off.
Yeah.
I really think we can just blow most of the stairs, and that's going to stop most of their descents, at least speedy ones.
So as I've got it here, there's the distraction, which at the moment you've got Alexi. There's the guard tower, which at the moment you've got Mariki. There's the Warrens. So I think you said Kovic. There's sealing the Wizard's Tower, which I think was Max, is what you said. Doesn't matter that this is.
Well, I was thinking seal the Wizard's Tower, then go back down to the temple.
Yeah, but so primary goal is to seal the Wizard's Tower at the
I think
start.
so. Yeah.
And then so that's 1, 2, 3, 4
And
here
that should
left.
be.
And then who does that leave? That leaves Snusk, Linzer, and Liliana to take care of finding little Fangface and backing up.
Liliana would not be good at finding Fangface because she's not still feudal.
Well, maybe do you want to go up and block off the top of the tower then, and then also that means if people are getting through, you can do your summony
Yeah, I can do that.
person
I
thing
can do
and
that.
help Alexi with the distraction or whatever.
Yeah, I can do that.
I'm thinking, because of what I am, I might be able to maybe better distract the temple guards or the temple people. I can go in there,
Okay.
wanting to bear witness to the sacrifice or, like some religious bullshit. It might be more believable coming from, someone of dragon kind. That might be enough to distract.
I think they'd find it pretty unusual to see a black dragon kind there. But
Alright,
if you might be able to puff your way through somehow. But
what about if Max was a red dragonborn?
Yeah, I mean that would probably be more accepted, I guess. It's not unknown to see their kind around. I mean, it's mainly kobolds that you see around here, but yeah.
Once the alarms goes off, all ruses are off too. They're not going to believe crap once those alarms go off.
And those those priests do have magic as well, and sometimes, they will use it.
Maybe. The thing is with this tunnel thing, with getting through the tunnels, if we don't know where he is,
I can scry on him before we attack, and I can
do
locate.
we want to use those tunnels though, or do we want to kind of not use those tunnels, the little tight tunnels? Do we want to maybe avoid opening that up unless we have to?
Nothing's going to come through them, are they? They don't connect anywhere.
They only connect to that one level.
Yeah. So they might be handy to sort of get in and out of the temple unseen.
From where though?
From the little tunnels. We need to work out a way we can pass through. Liliana, haven't you cast something to? I'm thinking of something else.
There were the tunnels. There were the tunnels that were closed in that temple too. If you could escape to those.
You're thinking shape stone, right?
Yeah.
I can. If the tunnels are small enough, I can just block them off by earth bending, basically.
Because Cothram knows where they were because he helped close them.
Yeah, he knows where they were 5 years ago. So again, something could have changed, but it's unlikely that they would have changed. They're probably still sealed off because
what could we use them for though? Like if you look at the map,
I was thinking
all the
what
maps
I'm
out.
trying to explain. What I was thinking is you might be able to open up a hole from one of them into the prison.
Yeah.
Or anywhere in the temple area.
Or anywhere in the temple area. Yep. To drop through, then find little Fangface undetected, and then some other plan to get out, which I haven't got to that bit yet.
So instead of going
back
through
the way
the foyer,
you came, so instead of going through the main entrance to the temple, drop in through the little tunnels, and potentially exit through the tunnels if possible, and leave a nice little barrel to cover your exit.
Those small hallways are also great places to use as barrels too.
I mean, yeah. So that would be Liliana doing that bit then.
I can try.
So then who's going to go and shut the door from the inside of the wizard's temple? Wizard's
You got
tower.
left. Snusk. What's he doing?
Probably drowning.
And we also have Linda.
And Linda?
And Linza.
Up in the tree.
I'm willing to go do something else if you need me to, but
I
What do you
kind of
wanna
think we
do,
need more
Martha?
than. I think we need more than one person on that initial guard tower if we want to clear it out fast.
Yeah, I
So-
think we need to smash that out.
Yeah.
Well,
Basically.
give me Liliana or
I
Carvex
mean,
then.
it's gonna Cosmo says it's gonna like the whole operation is probably gonna take a minute or two anyway. So that guard tower, you don't need to have it cleared until the end because that's
yeah.
when you're going to escape. So, like, if you feel like one person could get in there and take it out within that minute or two, it's not important that it gets done really quickly. You know, it's just important that it
Okay.
gets done before you leave.
True. Point,
Okay.
Cosmo.
So we could do that on the way out-ish?
Well, no, what I'm saying is you don't need
So-
to do it
One
quickly.
person would be able to do it by the time we have to get out.
You'd hope.
I think
Okay.
Moriki would be good for that because, you know, who's going to hit Moriki?
Yeah, they can't hit him.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Hey, Alexi, how many magic items are you attuned to? You
Only 2.
got a spare slot?
Yeah. What are you thinking?
If I'm not using my cloak, you could use that instead of diving off the cliff. You could use it to get back to where we are and, you know, help us all leave if we need it, or plug any gaps. In
I
any
could,
plans.
but are you sure you want me to use it for this thing, or do you want to give it to someone else, like Liliana? Because she can't move very
Cool.
fast. And wasn't she going to be up there distracting as well?
I thought I was going to be in the tunnels.
Oh, the tunnels? Okay, then that's fine.
I have spells that I can use on myself to make me fast.
Could you run up and shut the door from the inside, and then because those little tunnels are only one level down from the ground level, you could go into the tunnels after shutting the door?
Is that me? Yeah, I probably could.
No, Liliana.
No, Liliana.
I can walk through stone.
Mm.
I do have meld into stone.
Can you like drop down through it?
Let me.
Horizontally walk through stone.
So we're at time, guys. I'm happy to keep the discussion going for now. If you guys want to keep planning, or you're welcome to obviously plan during the week. I think next session with where we're at now, I think there's just a couple little things to do, and then we could probably do the journey to Dark House, and maybe even get it started. Taking into consideration that we still won't have Snusk next week, I think it would probably be good if we didn't get too far into it before we had everyone back, because I think
Yeah.
it'll just work out that way. But if it turns out that, you know, he's not going to be available or whatever, or we get further next week than we thought, I'll just NPC him for the start. And
Could you also make in the campaign notes, please, do like a extraction plan thing so we can type into there so that everyone can access it?
yeah, I guess I can do that. Yes.
Just so that we don't have to search through. If we type anything that like is part of the plan, we don't have to search through the Discord for it. It's just there.
Sure. Yeah. Let me. What have we got? We've got campaign notes. I'll make a Dark House plan handout. How does that sound?
Mm-hmm.
Assault on Dark House.
Top secret. Eyes only.
Eyes only.
No DM allowed.
License to kill. License to thrill.
Okay, so if I go Show the players. There you go. You should see a Dark House Assault now. And
You got to promise not to look at it though.
sure, I'll promise not to look at it. And I'll put. So are the maps where they are all okay for you guys? I guess I can put them into Discord if you want. If you.
I think they're okay
actually,
there.
I might do that just so. Oh, I suppose only Snus that's not here, and he won't see it if I put it in the chat anyway.
Discord anyway.
Hope he's
But
listening.
can we edit that Dark House Assault?
You should be able to.
Also, is it possible to have a version of the maps that we can draw on and edit as well?
I would just copy them. I think you can just download them out
Or
of
just screen grab them? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Or if that doesn't work, I can put them into Discord. Let me just put them into Discord. I'll just do that, and then
I've lost me
you can
Dark
just
House Assault.
download them for there. Okay. So yeah, there'll be a few other things planned there for next time. Other than that, thanks everyone. Another fun session, and we'll pick it up again in a week from here and see how you go with these dirty kobolds. Thanks
Thank
everyone.
you.
Sounds
It's
good.
awesome.
Thanks,
Sounds good.
guys.
Bye.
Cheers.
So
Talk soon.
Adios all.
Bye.
Bye.
Please.